Oh, hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. It's Tuesday night here in the UK, which means, of course, it is time for a party. It's, of course, Launch Party, which has fast become one of the most popular shows of the week here on the Crafters TV schedule, because we will look ahead to some really exciting upcoming launches for you. We're going to have some launches as well in this show and look back at some of our most popular launches over the last week or two. So there's absolutely loads of great stuff coming up over the next few hours. Talking of great stuff coming up over the next few hours, Keith will be here with us as well. That will be in 1 hour's time at 7 PM. We'll have that final instalment of the Paper Dienamics items. The Holographic, by the way, is going to sell out. So if you had your eye on that in the earlier shows, you might want to get across to the website now and get that before we get to that point of the show, because it's going to be very, very low stocked by that point. Also, I am not alone for the first and last hours of this show. He is back. The Hottie Scotty is in the studio. How's it going, Craig?
I'm doing good, thank you very much. Rearing to go for this launch party. Been a wee while since I've done a launch party, so I get to have a look at a few things that we featured over the last week or so. We also get to have a look at that Vellum pad, which is brand spanking new today. And then what we get to do, now, I may not be launching the product, which I'm okay with, but at least I get to preview it with Joe, and that is something brand new that is coming up very, very shortly. It's all things flaky.
Ooh.
And it's a crafting product, just in case you wondered. Let's have a look and see what we're going to be having.
It's not like an anti-dandruff shampoo or something like that. Just checking.
Nothing like that, not at all. We've got our Reveal the Wheels.
Sounds like a game show, doesn't it?
I know, you do, yeah, definitely do. It's a bit like Wheel of Fortune, but it's Reveal the Wheels. Loved Wheel of Fortune as well.
Yeah, great show.
Really good. Carol Smiley. No, it was Jenny Powell, wasn't it? Yes, yeah. No, she didn't spin the wheel, she'd spin the board, doesn't she, for the words? Anyway, sorry guys, we're just having a little bit of a debate between ourselves there. There we go. We've got the Happy Birthday to You. This is the Reveal the Wheel. Now we can then have super, terrific, superb, and terrific. All of these are then going to work all the way round. We've got, I think that's been kind of stand out a couple of times, I think, on that one. We've then got hugs to you. We've got big hugs. We've got huge hugs. We've got massive hugs. And then we've got enormous hugs. Do love a great, big, enormous hug, don't you? So you've got that one there. Do you know what? You might want to have a little bit of a play and put your own words in there if you want. You can do that. What we've got as well, something, I know they're not new, but we've got them on the show as well tonight, and that is our glitter pens. So you can start to add extra detail when it comes to your Reveal the Wheel. We've then got our shaker dies.
Love these.
We've got these on the show as well. I launched them here in the UK on Hobby Maker just the other week there, but you have absolutely adored these ones. All of your shaker, they do shake, there you go. We've got these on the show as well. So within the show tonight, I'm going to be quite kind of focusing on the Vellum pads. We're going to be having a look at the Reveal Wheel, and then also, of course, we're going to be having a look at the shakers as well. Lots of things you can be doing with these.
Yeah, jam-packed show for you over the next few hours. Lots of you tuning in and saying hello as well. You can get in touch with me, you know the drill. Crafters TV if you're across on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're over on YouTube. Cheryl saying good morning, my crafty friends.
Good morning.
Beautifully sunny Alaska. How gorgeous. Collins is saying hi from Missouri. We've got Carletta in. Kathy's in Florida. Pam saying hi in New York. Kimberly's in North Carolina. Connie as well is saying hi from New Jersey. Any questions you've got as we go through the show, get them into me. We're going to have a look firstly, though, at this. It is the brand new Vellum pad. Not often we do a standalone Vellum pad.
No.
We often do them with our signature collections. Maybe you've seen them before with our Nature's Garden collection. But this is a really awesome pad in its own right. It is a classic collection. You've got 24 sheets within here. Now, the great thing about these is that they are plain block colours with then amazing foiling detail over the top of them. They are absolutely jam-packed with that glorious shiny foil. You can see there as well. Look at how much shine you've got going on. Loads of different colours as well, so it's going to fit on lots of different projects. Some with silver foiling, some with gold foiling. So you get the same one. You can see there you're getting two of the silver and then 2 of the golds, and then obviously against the 2. So that one there, you've got florals, you've got stars, you've got stripes, you've really got a little bit of everything. It is brand new today for you as well. So £29.99 if you're in the UK, or $34.95 if you are across in the US. Make sure, of course, you are using the Club Inspired discount. We previewed it in the earlier wake-up call, and it was extremely busy. So I'm expecting it to be exactly the same in this particular show. The other thing that we're going to look at, and what we're going to kick off firstly with, is Reveal the Wheel. Now, let me take you through exactly what you are getting included in here. Then you are firstly going to get the wheel element. This one here is your Sentiment Reveal Wheel. And you can see how this works. It goes onto the front of a card blank, and then what you're able to do is then twist that wheel around so as you've got all of your different sentiments in there. And this one comes with happy birthday, and then you've got things like, or you can use anniversary, congratulations, brilliant, terrific, fabulous. That is your first one, and then you've got all of your other different themes here as well, which you can use with those. So then we have the festive balloons. So you can see the aperture is different that you're cutting into there, and then what you've also got are all the different occasions and greetings that you might want. You have then got Dreamy Cloud. Love a Dreamy Cloud. That one, of course, coming with your hope your day is, hope your birthday is, and then terrific, super duper, the best ever, and superb. Then we also have the absolute star, which is this one just here. You're also going to receive your, oh, these stamps are got a life of their mind of their own, aren't they? These stamps, what are back on there? This one is from the heart. You've also got Sweet Delight in there, and you've then got Speech Bubble too. Do you know what I can't quite believe with this?
What's that?
How great the price is. When you think about what you're going to be able to achieve with these, all the different projects you're going to be making, because let's face it, you can either make this as a standalone project, you can fit this in with some of your other collections too if you want, and it's not going to break the bank. $39.95 in the UK, $54.75 in the US. I know lots of you went for this. It was very, very busy at its launch, and a lot of you are still continuing to go for this today as well. Pam E, letting me know that they have ordered their Vellum pad and cannot wait for it to arrive. And lots of love for the glitter markers too in the comments there. Any questions you've got, any comments, pop them over to me. But we're going to look firstly, I believe, at the Reveal the Wheel.
We
How
are
fabulous.
indeed. And we're going to team this together with a little bit of masquerade bottle, but then we're going to add in a little layer of that brand new Vellums, which are absolutely beautiful. This is going to show how you can absolutely use the Vellums as a background. It's always good to use it as a replacement from patterned paper, but you can also use that as that subtle layer that's just hidden in the background. That's what we're going to do with this one here. So what we're going to do with the Reveal the Wheel, we are going to use the actual reveal mechanism. So within this one, you do get stamps and that with it. We don't actually want the stamps from this set here. We're going to use the actual mechanism, and then we're going to be using the stamp sets from the heart. So that's what we are going to be using here. So if I take a piece of our cardstock, now we're going to cut our cardstock to 5 by 5. What you want to do then, and it really, really is worthwhile doing this, going in with a pencil and getting your centre point. So what I've done is I've put a couple of little pencil marks at the halfway point, being 2.5 inches, and I'm going to join them together. So if I bring these ones together here, what this is then going to enable us to do is if we bring in our actual die set here. So with this one, we're going to go in with the heart. So this is the actual stamp and die set. This is the aperture set that we want. So this one, it's got this little tab here. What you're going to do with that, if we go back into our little grid we've created, right at the centre point, what we're going to do is we're going to put that little point at the bottom. That's not a die, that's just a way for you to then match up where it needs to go. And all we're going to do is put that right to the centre point, and we're going to make sure the heart is parallel onto your pencil line. So what we can then do is use a little bit of our low tack tape to tape it down. We're then going to bring this oddly looking half circle. And this is actually going to be where you're going to then start to use your finger to turn the wheel. So with this bit here, that half circle is the only bit that's going to die cut. So to get it in the right place, all that we're going to do is we're going to match up our pencil line. We can just see between the little aperture there, and we're going to use our tape to then just tape it down. So if we do that, in actual fact, we're not going to do that just yet, Joe.
Okie doke.
Do you know what we're going to do? I want to do my layers first. I want to do my mat and layer. So what I'm going to do, let's come in with my pattern paper first. So let's pop this one on. So if I pop this one on, whatever adhesive you tend to use, pop that one on first. I'm using my double-sided tape as I always do. That's my personal preference. And if I layer this one up, so what I'm going to do is, to save having to rub out those little marks, I'm just going to flip it on itself, because you're not going to see that other side, and we can then do that again. So if I pop that into our 5x5 square that we've done, then what we can do is let's go back in to what I was talking about a moment ago. So all that I'm going to do is find the little centre points here and here. So if you're going to be doing any of your layering, I would recommend that you do what I've done here and go in with your mats and layers first of all. So I'm doing a light pencil line. Be hard for you to see, but I can see my pencil line as across, all the way across. Now we can go back in and do what we done a moment ago. So pop our aperture die in. We're then going to go in with a little half circle. That one can go into place. And as we know by now, with the power of the Gemini, that's going to cut no problem whatsoever. That then can go through, feed them into the Gemini. And with these ones as well, because they're so much fun, because they're so versatile, the fact is as well, they go through the Junior, which means they're going to go through the MIDI as well. So even if you've not got an electric die cutting machine, you'll still be able to create this concept. So if
It's not a concept I've seen before in a card.
I've seen it in cards, you know, where you buy them out the card stores or that. But as something to actually physically make yourself, no, I'm the same. I'd never seen it before either. And it's one of those, when I launched these with Michelle, and I did think, it was like, how are they going to come together? And once you've done one, whether you've done it yourself or watched it, it's one of those that it just falls into place. It's very, very simple to follow the flow. And then all that I'm going to do is let's take an eraser and let's take away our pencil marks. Take them out. And now that has given us our aperture, and it's also given us our little side aperture. That's where our wheel is going to go. So that's that one. Let's bring in this one that I've already done, and the only difference is I've gone in with our gold metallic markers. So I've gone round the edge of my pattern paper, and then what I've done is I've gone in with my die and just drawn around the die, which gives us our little edge. And I think certainly with your masquerade ball, it just works. It's a nice little accent detail for you to pop on. So we can pop them to the side, and then what I'm going to do here is let's bring in another one that's 5x5, and pretty much going to do the same, Joe, except all that I'm going to do is use that semicircle, because this is actually going to be a back layer. And what I would absolutely recommend you do is create a back layer. And this is going to make it even easier for your finger to just be able to turn that wheel of the reveal wheel. So we're going to go in with this one, as I've done before. No mats and layers, no nothing, because it's going to be the back panel, and we're going to feed this one through.
Brilliant. A lot of you talking about this. For these, I was wondering, is there a certain thickness of foam we should use, says Pammy. The one I already have doesn't use foam, or is any foam okay?
So, really good question. Any foam is absolutely fine. What I would say is make sure that the foam that we're going to use for our small inner circle, make sure either that is the same thickness or thinner. Don't have that any thicker, because then it's going to bulge out and you're not going to be able to get that consistent roundness of the wheel. But other than that, yeah,
any thickness.
Brilliant.
The thicker foam you use, the more higher up it's going to be, that's all. But yeah, whatever one you want. So let's take that one off, just carefully take it off, although I'm not overly concerned because we won't see it. So if I was to set that onto the top, this just means is when I stick this base layer onto my card, I'm going to raise it slightly, which means that we've got a lot of, not a lot of height, but we've got a little bit more height to get our finger in there to be able to turn the wheel. And then just so that we don't see any of it, I'm just going to erase out the actual lines here, take them away. Then what we can do is we can go into our mechanism, which is here. Taking in our multi-purpose card, and then what we can do, Joe, is we can take the smaller circle, the larger circle, and then we can start to die cut that one.
Brilliant. Any questions you've got about these, do get them into me. If you've already, I mean, some of you may already have these
Maybe,
from when
yeah.
they launched the other day. If you have, if you've received them, I'd love to know what you think about them, how you're getting on with them as well. Still a lot of people talking about the Vellum. Stacey saying, I really want the Vellum. Oh, well, you're in luck. It's in stock and good to go. Patricia says, I've got the glitter pens. They are great. And Pammy says, today is a day of very shiny products. Shiny. It has been
Shiny
a very,
indeed.
very shiny day today. Here on Crafty. As every day's a pretty shiny day, to be fair. There's always something glitzy for us to play with, isn't there?
It really, really is, isn't there? Shiny indeed. Right, so let's take these ones out the way. So we've got our two circles now. And then what I'm going to do with this one, similar to our layer before, we've got 4 little notches at each corner. So I'm going to join these ones up with our pencil. So if we join that up, and then we're going to join this one up to here. What we then do is I would, if there's any, what's the word? If there's anything for me to recommend when it comes to stamping, certainly for the reveal wheels, I would highly recommend that you use your stamping platform with the magnetic base.
It is in stock, I believe, at the moment, so you're going to be able to grab that.
Excellent. And the reason being is you can do what I'm away to do separately, but if you do it together, you've got your base in position, you've got all 4 stamps into position, it just means you're going to get them in the right position each time. So it's going to be more pleasing on the eye. As the wheel turns around, you've got them more in a consistent flow. So therefore, if you can either use or get your large stamping platform, do that. What I've already done beforehand on my card blank, which is 7 by 7, I've taken the stamp that's included and I've stamped out sending, and down at the bottom I've put to cheer you up. So that's what I've already done there. And then if I take our little kind of like cheese slices, as Michelle was calling them.
Cheese slices.
We're going to go in. And you don't have to put them in a specific order. If you wanted to, you can do. But we've got rainbows, we've got laughter, we've got hugs, and we've got love. And then what we're doing is the tip of the stamp is going to go right up against that circle in the centre. And each of the stamps, they've also got a little notch at the top. I'm not sure if we can just see where my finger is.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little notch at the stamp. Perfect. Thank you, Charlotte. That means that you can then just line them up against your pencil line. So that's how you're going to get them, all 4 of them, in the perfect position. So we're all good to go now. Bringing in our platform. And then we can go in with quick dry. We can go in with our pigment ink pads or metallic ink pads, whichever ones you want to use, you can do. I am just going to use our black alcohol proof for the sake of this demo, but we can then give it a nice little coverage. We can go back in, and then we know it's in the right place, stamp it, and then when we reveal that, I'm going to do is press that a little bit more to get any of that excess ink, and there we go. We've got our stamps in the right place where you want them to be, and then all we need to do is come along and rub out that pencil line. This is the point what you could is do if you wanted to, maybe you didn't want to use those stamps, maybe you've got other sentiment stamps, maybe you've got little sentiment dies, maybe you've got photos instead that you want to do. Where these sentiments would be positioned, you can then pop whatever you want. You know, you can do that if you want.
I guess you could write something yourself if you wanted to.
Absolutely, yeah. And then even in between, if you wanted to do maybe a little feature or maybe a little stamp or a character stamp or something like that, you can still do that. You can really have fun in the sort of things that yours might say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a good play on them. So then what I'm going to do is if I set that one to the side, we're going to come in with our little disc here. What you will need is a little brad or split pin.
Right.
So what we've got here, it is a little brad, but then the two legs at the back, they just split open, hence a split pin. That's going to create that ease when it comes to the reveal wheel. So let's bring all these bits back in now. So I've got my main mat and layer, this one being from also the masquerade ball. We've got our two layers that we've already cut. I'm not overly concerned about this pencil mark because we won't see it. That's then going to mat and layer onto the top there. But what I wanted to do, Joe, is just come in and add a little panel from the brand new Vellum. And then what it does is it just dulls down the yellow just that little bit, but then what it also does is it creates a little bit of lift as well. So we've got that one. Alternatively, what you could do is if you had to play with your sentiments and you'd stamp them out and die cut them separately, that could be a huge, big mat and layer for the back.
Oh yeah.
So if I pop that one in to there, so you've got that big mat and layer on the back when it comes to the Vellum as well. So either have it as a real statement piece on the background or more of a subtle layer. What I'm going to do is let's turn that back, and I have just noticed where I've popped my adhesive. So if I pop that back there, can you see I've got my adhesive all good underneath. However, you're still going to see a little bit. If I pop that there, see my adhesive strip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut another piece. I'm just going to take that bit that I had and I cut that to 5 1/4. So I'm going to trim that one.
So you're talking about the adhesive there, Craig. Cleo actually has asked, what is the difference between red liner tape and the ultra clear tape? Is that ultra clear tape that you're using?
Red liner tape is ultra clear tape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So red liner tape and ultra clear tape, they're the same thing, essentially.
Or super sticky, you know, red liner tape, or so all exactly the same. What I'm using here is tissue tape, or it can also be called finger lift tape. Okay. It's got a little bit more of a backing on it for you to then get your fingernail underneath or your poketail to take the backing off, but it is just a tissue tape. You're able to tear it, as you can see. But I do. So let's take these ones, let's take these ones, and then what I'm going to do here, now we can mat and layer that back on, bring all these components together, so we can then start to lift this one. We need to add a little hole into the middle here. Let's bring in a little sponge mat into play. No, we don't. No, we don't. We're all good here. Go in with your little circle that's got your tiny, tiny little dot in the middle. So we're going to then pop that one through, and then this one is then going to go through. It doesn't matter if your brad or your split pin is at the front or the back, because you're not going to see it. The purpose of it is so that when that smaller circle is held in place on your card, that's going to spin. Perfect. So it's going to spin, and it's absolutely fine. So let's go in now. Let's take our foam pads. So I'm going to go in with our square ones. You can be using your foam that's on the roll or your really small foam pads, whatever you want to use, you can be using. The whole purpose is this is going to hold the little disc down. So if we take these ones off, and then what I'm going to do is if I go in, and then I'm going to pop that into place. So all that I'm kind of doing to get it in the right place, the little notches that are on this disc, I'm kind of matching them up to my pencil line that I've already got. And because that's now lifted up on my foam pads, can we see how ease when it comes?
Yeah, some of the samples are flat, aren't they, without the foam pad,
yeah.
and it can be a little difficult to get your finger in there to spin them around. That looks so much more simple.
So yeah, a lot more simple. The other good tip as well to give you is don't press the brads too firm.
Okay.
Leave that little bit of looseness so that you can then spin it. And the thing is, what's going to hold it into place is when you come and pop your top layer on, that's then going to hold it together, keep it snug, but you're still going to get more of a flow. So I'm going to go back in with my foam pads now. And then what I like to do is I like to pop my foam pads onto the actual base first of all, so that I can see where I'm popping them. Because the last thing you want is to pop your foam pads in the wrong place and it stops your wheel from turning. So let's pop these ones on. So just working my way around, creating that little bit of stability. So add these on, add these ones on, and then add these ones on into place. And then once we start to remove them, you could, if you wanted to, I noticed this was a question I seen the other day on social media. Instead of foam pads, you could use your glue gel. You just need to ensure that when you pop your glue gel into place, you don't press your top layer down too much, otherwise the glue is going to
smudge. It's
going to go into the wheel, which you don't want. And the other thing is you need to wait a wee while for it to dry. So yes, you can do, but if you are absolutely fine with foam pads, I would recommend that you use the foam pads for this sort of project. And then all that I'm going to do now is I'm going to match up corner to corner. I'm going to press that in. You can then hold it together. And then now what we can then do is spin. We've got that ease of spin all the way around now. So what we can then do is start to finish it off. I'm going to go in, and so that I hide my adhesive, we're going to pop our adhesive onto our back panel here. So you're not going to see it onto your vellum. So this is either your tape if you use, it could be your tacky glue, your glue gel, whatever one you like to use, that's up to you. But it's a nice way to hide the vellum. And that's what you want to do. You want to hide it. So let's take all of these ones off. Take these ones off. We can then pop them into place. And I thought that the stars and the gold stars within this one, that pad, seemed to work well with the masquerade ball. So if I come in, so if I pop that into place now, what I now know with confidence is I can pop my adhesive anywhere on that back and you're not going to see it through the vellum because we're hiding it. So pop this one all the way around. And this is what I mean by this being tissue tape, because you can tear it with your fingers. Red liner tape you have to cut with your scissors.
It's quite quick, isn't it, that tape?
It is, yeah. Yeah.
But does it hold permanently?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It is really, really strong. It really is. This is the adhesive, main adhesive I've been using from day one. I always told the story, the very, very, very first 2 crafting items I ever bought all these years ago on QVC UK was a Forever Friends decoupage kit, and it was a sticks to anything adhesive pack.
Right.
And ever since then, my double-sided tape has been my go-to. And I use it that much that, to be honest with you, I can use it just as quick as using a tape runner or something. So we can then pop that one on into place. So now, because we've got that extra depth by putting a back layer, you can see how my finger
much more simple,
can get it. And even if it's on something flat, like it will be in the card, we can turn it, no issues at all. So let's take my tape off that I've got on this one. And we can then take these and we can finish it together, because what we've got is little embellishment stamps. So we're going to pop that into place. So we've now got send in love, send in laughter, send in hugs, or send in rainbows. And you could add little glitter dots if you want to. You know, you could add little bits of ink all the way around if you want to. You can do that. And then using the die that you've used to create the aperture, cut that out into our multi-purpose card. And then what you've also got is a stamp that says turn here. So we can then bring that one in. I'm going to then lift that one into position. I'm going to pop it here. Don't want it to catch my wheel, but just so whoever receives the card knows that that's what they need to do. I've die cut another one within the paper. In actual fact, that came out the centre there. I'm going to tuck that one in to here, and then to finish off, I've pre-tied a bow, and then that can go here. So we've got turn here, send in laughter to cheer you up, send in hugs to cheer you up, send in rainbows to cheer you up, send in love.
What's going to cheer you up the most out of those four?
I'm going to say love.
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 Rainbows, I think, for me.
Rainbows for
In
you?
the gallery? Hugs for Johnny?
Hugs for Johnny.
What were the options, Charlotte would like to know?
So we've got love. I don't actually know if any of these would work for Charlotte, to be honest with you. We've got rainbows, we've got hugs, and laughter. Well,
what would it be? She said money.
She said money.
No, if not money, then laughter.
Keith's jokes.
That,
okay.
Or Keith's jokes. Yeah, Keith makes a laugh.
Keith, how do you manage that? She laughs at
dunno.
nothing. Wow. Wow. I need to learn off you, Keith.
Right, quick question. Is the red liner tape stronger than the tape pens, asked Tim C.
Yes. Yes. Red liner tape is the strongest tape out there on the market.
Amazing. There you go. Any other adhesive questions you've got about red liner tape, ultra clear
Adhesive
tape?
geek here, so I'll answer them.
Yeah, all of that, then get them in. What an interesting concept, says Christy. Tim says Craig explains everything so well. Any questions or comments you've got, get them across to me. Let me recap then exactly what you are getting in here. So you're going to get the sentiment reveal wheel. That's got your sort of main worker element within there. And then obviously all of the other excellent bits that go with that. So you've got in here your festive balloon. Gives you your balloon aperture, so you've got birthday, wishing you a totally, and then you've got fun-filled, terrific, fantastic, super in there, and then you've also got your dreamy cloud, which is that one just there. So that refers to the different aperture you've got. Hope your day is, hope your birthday is, and then we've also got this one just here. This one it says absolute star. The absolute star one has got friend, person, human, you're a star, vibrant, special, brilliant, super. They are all in there. You'll also get the heart, and you've got the sweet delight, and you've also got the speech bubble. I guess the great thing is, because all the stamps, Craig, when you were putting the cheeses together, I thought, why are they not just one stamp? But then I thought you've got to mix and match them across absolutely everything then, can't you? You can do exactly what you want. So you've got loads of options.
And you might want them in a specific order, you know.
Yeah.
Go back just quickly to the ones I've just done there. You might want it rainbows, laughter, hugs and loves, but you might want it rainbows, hugs, laughter, love. Do you know what I mean? You know, if you've got a specific way you want it.
Absolutely.
Or mix and match.
Most amount of options there for you. The other great thing about it is that it's all of that is under £40, which I think is brilliant when you think about the amount of use that you are going to get out of these. If you want to get the reveal wheel stamp and die on its own, this element, you can, and then you can get the others, any two for £8 or $11 as well, if you want to get the other stamps that go with them. It's completely up to you how you get hold of it. We're going to move on to the Vellum insert pads. I thought these had their stickers on them for a second, but it's not, we're absolutely fine. This is a 24-hour deal for you, and these are brilliant. So you've got them in 4x6, and they're just a really cool little insert. You've got your sentiment in there, and they're foiled as well. So they're going to be brilliant. You've got things like just for you, celebrate your day in style. Getting the 4x6s in for free here as well. All my love. That's what I say, with love on your special day. So loads of different sentiments within there. You've got that one there, that's your 4x6, and that one is your everyday greetings, and then you've got the 4x6 also in your festive greetings as well. So really lovely little stash builder. Pop these away. 24 sheets in each of these, so they're the ones that you're getting both of those for free. That's really cool, isn't it, when you buy the larger ones? So these are the 5x7 ones that you've got here. And again, you've got your festive ones, which are awesome. Some of them with that foiling on there too. And You also have them in the Good Wishes, sorry, this one is called, and again, you've got them in there. They're kind of like, it almost looks like heat embossing, doesn't it, on these ones? And you've got elements in there that have got foiling on them too. So you're getting almost 100 sheets, well, 96 sheets in total across the 2 different collections there. That price, though, will only hold for 24 hours. So if you came back tomorrow night, you would be looking at $35.96 or $55. So make sure you snap them up while you've got a great deal on them. The other one that I want to share with you, this is your Explorer kit. Glitter and sparkle. Ooh, amazing. 21 pens in here, which is excellent. You're getting the sparkle pens for free when you go for the glitter pens. Now, the glitter pens are amazing. They're kind of like a felt nib, aren't they, on these ones? So it's not like a brush nib like your glitter markers were. And they're a bit more opaque, I would say, in their colour. But you get all 3 sets of these. So you've got your vibrant florals. Let me take you through the boards, actually. You've got the vibrant florals, which are these ones here. And that's got ultraviolet, electric pink, golden glow, supernova, and yellow cosmos and fiery red. This one here, this is the, this has got your cool blue, carbon, moonlight silver, jade aqua, frozen lake, and the midnight frost. That is your cool elements. And you'll also get the neon lights, which is my favourite one. Neon violet, neon yellow, neon pink, neon blue, neon orange, and neon green as well. So when you go for those, we then give you a packet of sparkle pens for free. This is a really awesome pack, this one, because it's got the clear overlay in there, which is super versatile. It will go on to literally anything and make it sparkly. But you've also got the starry sky, which is that lovely blue, and then the onyx black, which really covers well and is a brilliant colour to have in your stash. $35.97, $50.85, that's what you should be paying for the glitter markers. You're also getting sparkle pens as well included as part of your Explorer kit. So that's an awesome deal. We also are going to have a little look at these shaker cards. Shaped shaker cards is what we're looking at. We launched these last week, I believe we launched them. The end of last week. They were very, very busy. They've been very popular. Easy to see why, because what these give you are these cool shaped shaker cards. So you can either make them as a shaped card, or you can make them as a shaped topper. So you can actually put them on top of your card if you want to. It's completely up to you. But what you'll get is all of the dies that you need to make the sort of base shape. You get these little dies in here as well to allow you to make shaped shaker elements, which is brilliant. And you'll get it in the flower. You're getting it with the jar as well. And all sorts of cool things have been made with it. You make it look like drinks, or you can make them look like sort of jars of jelly beans if you want to. You've also got then your perfume bottle in there as well. And you will get the butterfly here too. $44.95 or $59.85. if you want to get your hands on those ones. Something else you'll want to go for with these. Now, these are excellent because for using up leftovers, you know, odd bits of card that you have, mirror card, matte mirror card, these are going to be fantastic because these allow you to make your own sequin elements, or sort of what looks like sequins but is actually made from cardstock. It's very, very clever. You get 3 different shapes in here. So you've got the round ones, you've got the stars, and you've also got the hearts in there as well, which is amazing. $18.99 or $27.95 if you want to get your hands on those ones. We do have some new normal sequins as well. If you want to go for the normal sequins, they're available all individually for you. And there's 4 different ones for you to choose from. So you can go for the Lagon Bleu is what I was going to call it. Are these not on the show? They'll be on the website. Go and search them over there. You've got Blue Lagoon, you've got the Iridescent Diamond, you've got the Coral Blush, and then the Dusky Pink as well. But you'll need to search for those. Search sequins in the search bar, and that will be the best way for you to get your hands on those ones. But shaped shaker cards, Craig, these were so popular, weren't they, when we launched them last week?
Absolutely, they were one of Taylor Swift's favourite one, these shaker cards. And these ones here, as you were saying, Joe, you can then actually create a separate shaker element, or you can create a shaker into your card, which is exactly what we're ready to do now, and we're ready to do it with the florals. So what we can do to start with is, let's take a piece of this pastel texture cardstock. So I've already cut this one to 6.5 by 6.5. And then what we're going to do is, for this part, I only want the outline die. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to position that close to the centre as possible. You can be more precise if you want to, but we can then pop that one in, and then I'm going to tape it into place. I'm taping on the inside because the inside is not actually the piece that I want. It's actually the outer piece. Oh, am I going? Oh, I don't know if I'm going to fit here. Tell you, actually, do you know what? I'm going to cut this down only because my demo doesn't have any vellum on it, but I'm going to add vellum. So, as much as I could just quickly change to my large Gemini, I'm not. Let's cut this down to 6 by 6. So you can see my thought of where I was going. That was going to be matte and layer straight onto my glitter card, of course, with a thin border. But cut that down, because then what we can do is we can incorporate some vellum in a moment. So let's go back, and now we can pop this one into place. So if we add this in, this is a prime example to show how not just me, many of us on the team will prep our cards, we'll prep our demos, and then we'll come live and we'll be like, actually I'm going to change that. And we do it all the time. You know, it's not often that our finished project that we're making live is actually going to look like what we prepped.
I bet that's the same though when you, for people at home, you think about how you think your project might look and then actually what you end up with. Another adhesive question for you, Craig, from Tim C.
Yes.
What's the best foam on a roll depth for a shaker card?
4 millimeters, I would say.
4 mils.
Because you want to have that extra depth so that if you're using shaker sequins, if you're using your own shaker sequins from the dies here, what you need to remember, sometimes the way that they'll start to overlap underneath your shaker is they'll build up on each other, which sometimes they can stick. Or not stick, but they can just build up and compact together. So I've always found if you go for something like even a thin 2 millimeter one, they can really start to impact some time together. So if you go for a deeper one, which is about 4 millimeter, which incidentally is actually the new thickness of our new foam that's on a roll as well, because 4 millimeters for me personally is the best one to go by.
Perfect. Hope that helps. Any other adhesive questions you got? Get them in.
I like what Johnny said earlier on. I'm actually going to do that, certainly on my Twitter. I'm going to change my Twitter handle to Craig Laird Adhesive Geek.
Yeah, I think so.
I like that. I like that,
I don't
Johnny.
really use Twitter. I just heard yesterday it got sold, Craig.
So, it's
$44 billion.
I know.
$44 billion.
I'm not on Twitter a lot. I usually more use Twitter to follow
It's a bit
celebs.
angry Twitter, isn't it?
It's very
it
angry
angry?
nowadays.
Yeah.
I can't say it's not nice, but
I
it's not the
though must
best.
say that
remember
I
when
do.
it used to be good.
I get a lot of like flashbacks. I get a lot of flashbacks. It's a
bet
whole
you
different
do,
story.
yeah.
I mean, a lot of memories on Facebook, and I'm always surprised, especially the ones that are like 7, 8 years ago, or 2 to 3 years ago, of how angry I was.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Facebook especially used to be more about us writing how we felt about things.
Yes.
And it's not really anymore, is it? It's about sharing pictures
No.
and funny videos. So I think it always takes you by aback when you see, something that you've written on there whinging about something from 6 years ago.
It's funny because I look back on the memories of mine and I used to think, oh my gosh, I used to post the most pointless rubbish
exactly the same
stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of people probably still think that about what I post now, to be honest.
Probably,
but,
to be honest with you, yeah.
You can't please all the people all the time.
You can't. You really, really can't. But yeah, to have that money to buy Twitter, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Just have that money full stop, eh? So this is now where I've gone in with my red liner tape, because it's extra strong. So I've gone onto the back here, and then I'm going to sandwich it with some acetate. So if you had how many billions, Joe, what's the first thing you would buy?
Oh, if I had $1 billion, I don't know. $1 billion, gosh, I wouldn't need that much.
I wouldn't need that much either.
No, just 20 million would do me.
Yeah, million, not the billions.
It would obviously be a house somewhere, I think, like, a house somewhere like
New York.
Malta, maybe.
My first one would be right over Central Park of New York.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll need a fair few million for that.
Yeah, maybe I will stick with the billions.
Would be like a little castle in Italy, maybe, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But in the south, so where it's nice and warm. A little castle in Sicily, why not?
Why not?
And a helicopter, so I get there and back.
Of course.
Quickly. I don't know, a bit far in a helicopter. Maybe a private jet, actually.
Private jet, absolutely.
Private jet would be better.
You've got the money, why not?
Maybe I could just, if I had a bit, no, it costs more than that. Maybe I could buy Eurovision. I think I'd need like 100 billion for that. But that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Oh, I'd buy. Oh, now you're saying I'd buy stakes in the wrestling.
Would you?
Yeah. Just so I could go front row and watch.
Perfect. I mean, I don't think we're ever going to have our billions, to be honest.
No.
Rachel, our
Nice to
social media superstar, says just enough for a nice house and some land, and a good holiday would do me. Not greedy, are Rachel, in our social media superstar?
Sorry?
Rachel's not greedy. That's all she wants.
She's not, is
good
she?
holiday, some land and a house. Sorted.
It's not. Yeah, you don't need that amount. But it's when people say it doesn't bring you happiness, it makes you smile.
Makes it a little bit easier,
Of course
maybe,
it
doesn't
does.
it? I mean, there's a lot of very rich, very miserable people, though, so
Of course
there you
there
go.
is. But it would make me happy. Not that it's ever going to happen.
Well, we'll keep playing the lottery, see what happens.
Yeah, I'd really need to play the lottery. Eh? Gamble responsibly, but you know. There we go. Now, you may have noticed, just while we were having a little
I
chat
did think
there,
for a split second you had your nails painted earlier at the
Did
start of the
you?
show. Yeah, because I just looked at the corner of my eye.
Yes, no, I'm getting less and less with the bandage on my fingers. I'm now down to a plaster. Down to a plaster, and I thought, let's go branded, let's go Friends, because that's what I had. It's actually what, when I was off last year for that spell when I was sick, and you know, a lot of people here had chipped in and got me little bits and pieces. That was one of the things, was Friends plasters.
Friends plasters, there you
Friends
go.
plasters, yeah. Lots of Friends branded things that I got. So yeah, I'd actually think maybe, not that I'm on Crafters TV tomorrow. I'm not actually back on Crafters TV till next week. I am on Hobby Maker in the UK.
When are you on Hobby Maker?
All day Friday, all day Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
Yes, I am indeed. So I think by then I won't actually need any plasters on. But we'll need to be careful because this is where my accident happened at Hobby Maker.
Yes, it was a craft knife, wasn't it?
It
Jumped out
was.
your bag and got you.
It was indeed. Silly me.
It was good that you were able to go on and do the shows.
Yeah, no one were, I know, no one was
any
aware
wiser.
of what I'd done. I'm a trooper. That I am. Right, here we go. So, this time you may have noticed that I'm not actually using the foam on a roll. You can do, of course, but I thought what we could do is let's use our A4 adhesive sheets. So what I've done is cut them into strips, and then by doing it this way as well, what you can then do is you can determine the thickness that you want, or not so much the thickness, but the width that you want. And these ones are, or the sheets that I'm using are 2mm. So what I'm doing is I am doubling it up so that I can make my 4mm. So working my way all the way round, and then take these. So these off-cut bits I can use again. They're not going to go to waste. But all that I'm doing is I'm following all the way round, ensuring that I have not got any gaps onto the back.
You don't want a leaky shaker.
You don't want a leaky shaker.
No, it's the worst.
Not at all. You don't want any of your bits, shaker bits, to fall out. So I'm going to take this last one now, and then we're just making sure we're pressed right up against each of the edge. We can come into here, and then if I then press and just make sure that they are nice and securely pressed together. Now that's giving me good depth when it comes to the back there of my foam. So if I turn that around, because of course you're not going to see it, that creates really good thickness for that base layer. So let's set that to the side for a moment. And then also, to make it easier, what I'm going to do is I've taken my white multi-purpose card,
Okay,
and I've popped it onto a piece of our double-sided adhesive sheets. So I'm going to then come in, and then I'm just going to cut the excess off, because these edges, these are still sticky. So if I was to run them through my Gemini, what they're going to do is they're going to stick to my plates, which you don't want. So all that I want to do is ensure that I get rid of the edges there so they're no longer sticky. And now what I can do is I can go in. So if I go in with my die, and this side here is the cardstock, the other side has got your adhesive layer. And I'm going to secure these with the tape. Then take in these individual panels. Now, not only have you got your sequence dies, each of these individual die sets, they've got little additional sequence detail. So, for instance, this one here has got your little, well, hundreds and thousands, little dashes, something like that. You've got little love hearts and little flowers as well. So you can continue the detail on from the shaker sequence dies with these ones here, or just use them as embellishments. So we're popping all of these ones into place. So if we work our way around.
Mary Rhino says, if I had that kind of money, I'd buy everyone here all the crafty goodies that they want. How nice is that?
That's really nice.
Really lovely. Nee says, I would want a softy ice cream dispensing machine at home if I had that kind of money.
Oh, I know what I would buy actually.
How great is that? What would it be?
It would be, you know, the proper branded slushy machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I would want like an ice blast one, I think.
The ice blast.
You know that one?
Yeah. No, mine's is that a polar bear, blue polar bear, or whatever one it is.
When I was a kid living back in Essex, we lived next door to a cinema, or like, you know, just literally a minute's walk away from a cinema, and it was absolutely terrible because you just go and buy pick and mix and, you know, Tango Ice Blast all the time. Yeah, you don't need a ticket, do you, to go into the cinema and pick up some sweets? So, yeah, it was really bad.
I've never thought about doing that before. Just going to the cinema for the pick and mix.
Just go and get a, you know, a hot dog. Talking of hot dogs. Keith will weigh up soon with that Foodlies collection. You like that one?
Good one. Good one. So taking this one out, what I did do is I added my metal shim because we've got adhesive layers. So if we take this one out now, so if we carefully pop all of these bits out, pop all these ones out, taking them out, and because we've got edge-to-edge adhesive, that means what we can do is take the backing off. I don't need to worry about sprays, or I don't need to worry about my red liner tape. What I can do is I can go back and I can press that back into place, which we can do because we've got that acetate that's created.
I had no idea there was acetate there for a second. I was thinking, what on earth is going on here?
Yeah, we've got the acetate onto the back. So set that one to the side. Let's take a little bit of the dark blue, and then what we can do is we can finish this card by putting it together.
It's interesting to watch you do it with the overlay like this, because some people, everyone's done it in different ways so far. There's loads of different options, isn't there?
There is.
I know some people use those dies to cut the foam and then have individual shaker compartments, which again is just something you can do. Horses for courses, as they say. Make sure you get these though. £44.95 or £59.85 gets you all four of the different shapes that are within there. Remember, if you do want to go for those sequins, what you just saw Craig using there, they are a different item for you. You'll need to add those in as well. And the details for those, I'll just bring them up for you. We'll just grab those. Here they come, $18.99 or $27.95 on those ones just there. Oh, how Christ.
There we go. So now that we've cut these ones out, what we can then do is pop them out. This is the ones that actually create the sequence. So take these bits out. Now you could use that to ink through it, spritz through it, stencil through it, you know, so don't always bin them. See how else you can use them. So I'm going to move them to the side, and then I'm going to take my tape off the backing. So if I take these ones off here, I have got my card blank to the side. So we can come in to here, sitting that one on.
Oh, I love a bit of silver glitter.
Got to love a bit of silver glitter, don't you? Got to love it. And then let's come in with an extra bit of vellum, Joe.
Ooh.
Let's go in. So we're wanting to look, you've got a mix of gold and silver. So let's go, the green with the silver foliage at the back. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Or yeah, let's go the green.
I mean, it's the hardest decision with this is choosing what one to use.
Yeah, try to decide.
They're nice neutral colours as well, aren't they? The background. So
Exactly.
it means they're going to work with everything as well.
They're going to work with so many styles, so many cards, so many projects. So what I'm going to do is let's cut that to 6 3/4 by 6 3/4, and that's then given me a little. In actual fact, let's trim that down a little bit more. So 6.5 by 6.5. That's then going to sit nicely over the top. And then what you've then starting to get is you're starting to get that little bit translucency of the glitter card underneath. So this is where layering up your vellums start to look beautiful. So let's now come in. And then what I'm going to do with this one here is then bring my tape in. So before I attach it all together, I'm just having a look, see where I need to put my tape so it's on the inner. So we're going to work our way around. I'm not going to pop any adhesive in the middle because I don't want it to be seen through the shaker. So we can take this one off. So I like to layer all these bits to start with, but we can then remove these.
Nee says those sequin dies are probably one of the best embellishments tools one can have. You can create your choice of shaker bits with them. Yeah, absolutely. And the great thing is you can colour match them, can't you, perfectly with your project, which you can't do normally. It'd be very difficult to get a sequins to perfectly colour match whatever cardstock it is that you have now. All your sequins can colour match.
Do you know whose idea they were?
Liam's.
Liam's, yeah. Yeah, it was last year on one of the product development days. It was his idea. So this is where so many of our ideas on the team, they always get taken into consideration. And this was one of his. So going in now, and then I'm just spreading my sequins. You can add a lot more in if you want to. But let's take my backing off all the way around. And then I've got a couple of bits already stamped and die cut ready to go. But we can go in, let's go that way. I'm going to set that over the top. So we're getting some of the vellum popping out from the side. We're getting some of the vellum throughout the middle. And then we've got our shaker. And then if we come in with the stamp and the die that you also get included, friends are flowers that never fade. So let's come in, really, really lovely sentiment as well. Really nice to give to your friend or your family or just someone to send a lovely card to. Here we go, take this one off. So if we take them off, and then pretty much, I'll tell you the one last thing we can add is you don't always have to use the sequence die as sequence. I'm going to pop that there. And then I've already pre-cut a couple of the sequence in our glitter card, silver glitter card. So all that I'm going to do is I'm going to do with my tacky glue, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then these are nice little features to use instead of using your gems or pearls all the time, which I never get fed up using, but something a little bit different. Use them as an embellishment. So let's just pick that one up into the side there. Let's go in 1, 2, and then 3. Where's my last one? And then there we go. Let's leave it like that. But then there we go. We've got our shaker with some of the vellum in the background. There we go.
Gorgeous, really lovely creation. That one, if you want to be making them, you can indeed. Because again, I think another great price point on this launch, because you're getting 4 different styles here that you can work with. So you've got the flower, you've also got the jar, the perfume bottle, and you'll get the butterfly in there as well. And you've got all the different stamps and everything you need to go in. $44.95 or $59.85 is your price there on those. And of course, you're going to be able to use your Club Inspired discount. Remember as well, you've also got your sequin dies in there too. So they are going to enable you to make all those different shaped sequins that you should require, and they're $18.99 or $27.95 is your price there on those ones. Right, Craig, we'll see you back in an hour for the second instalment of Launch Party. Keith will be up in just a second with all things Paper Dynamics, so whilst we get that sorted, I'm going to take a little bit of a break and we'll see you back here in a minute.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafter's Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
We do create every single day lots and lots of beautiful things here at Crafters TV. Now, the next hour, oh yes, we're going to be welcoming back someone very, very special. I'm going to move this because I know if I don't move this tote bag, he's going to fall over it. There we are. I've seen it before, and then I'd have to catch him then. But he is back with us. It is, of course, the very lovely Keith. Come on, Keith, in you come. You're looking very glitzy as well. He just put his wallet in the other pocket.
Yeah.
He had it in his left this pocket, and he was like, he just put it in the other pocket. What's that all about?
Come to pick a poquito too. I'm good. How are you?
You get in there?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm really good. Yeah. Well, the last live hour.
Oh, I don't even know.
But the good news is I've been talking to the buying department.
Have
between
you?
shows, yes.
Ooh.
And we had a couple of girls come down from your social media place.
Nice.
And they were saying to me, "Oh, we gotta have more of Smithy." I said, well, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
So we're talking. My people are talking to your people about bringing more of my shows to the viewers.
Amazing. Don't you threaten us. We're going to dive right in. Have a look first at Holographic. Now, this has been so busy all day today. 75% though of the stock has now gone.
75%!
75% of the stock has gone. You're going to have to be quick for this. Doesn't include everyone's that got it in their baskets as well at the moment. So if it's in your basket, please get it checked out. I think it's definitely going to go very, very quickly in this show. Why has this been so busy all day?
Listen, this is bling on a sheet. This is absolutely the bling on a sheet, Craig. I called you Craig again, didn't you? See, we're off to that start again, you see. You do it to me every time, Paul. Honestly, you do. Me and Joe have this thing going on where he can't remember my name and I can't remember his. But anyway, it's only a name. What's in your name? I answer to anything.
Right, do you?
I do.
Okay, good to know.
Look, we're going to show you all of this glitz and glamour. That's what we're going to do. We're going to show you all that.
You glitz and glamour.
That's it, yeah, but you've got changed like the shirts.
I have.
You've
still got your shiny bits on.
I've still got my bits on, my bling on, yeah, because I thought that this was a blingy show, so there we go. Let's start with the sapphire blue shirt.
Let's indeed.
Let's do that. Now, for those of you who have just woken up, or just joined us.
Well, it's only 11 a.m. in the West Coast, so you'd still be asleep by now.
Welcome West Coast of Americans. Yeah. There you go. Well, I have to say, probably 11 a.m. my wife would probably know that there are two 11s in the same day. Now, if you'd said to me 7 or 6, that would be a little bit more of a challenge, really, you know. Yeah. 2 6 a.m.s in the same day. I'm not quite sure, really. No. We'd have to be going on holiday.
Right.
Well, I am, funny enough. We spoke about this in the last show, didn't we? Yeah.
Well, you have to.
I'm going on a foreign holiday from the United Kingdom, from England.
You know, Wales is in the United Kingdom. It's a foreign holiday from England. Wales is part of the United Kingdom. Also, in the earlier show, you said, I know where in Wales, it's somewhere with mountains, which doesn't really narrow it down either.
Well, I reckon if you drew a little bit of Wales and you put a pinprick in the middle, that's where I'm going.
Okay.
I mean, it's a house in the middle of nowhere, Joe, so it could be anywhere, really. All I know is it's got electricity and it's got a spa pool, a whirlpool, or a jacuzzi thing, whatever, something that's going to get us wet. and that'll do for me for a week, you know.
Amazing.
I mean, I'll come out a little bit, maybe a little bit pruned, as it were, really. A little bit, where your skin goes all wrinkly if I've spent that much time in the water, but we'll enjoy ourselves.
Should we talk about it? Holographic cardstock.
Never mind the cardstock.
Let's talk about we still haven't got to the cardstock.
So this is the bling on the card. Look how beautiful these are. You've got all of these diamonds and bullseyes and elements in there and the cubes and things. Now, this has come from the packaging industry, Craig, but what we've done at Paper Dienamics is we've colour washed this. So this is done in the sapphire blue. I called you Craig again, didn't I? Who is Craig, anyway? Is there Craig in the building?
There is. Craig is here, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
You're not completely missing it.
Not only to go... Yeah, he's there! I see. Why is he
if
more...
we got Craig to come and do it with you, you'd call him Joe.
Why is he more memorable than you? You've both got a beard. Now, not only do you get your bling, but you also get the lovely hearts as well in the lovely blue as well. And this is made up of millions of little heart shapes in there. And they are dimensional, so when you actually twist it, those hearts do that revolving thing, Joe.
Sometimes they're like hollow and sometimes they're solid, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. It goes, it's bling, bling. That's right. So like traffic lights changing there. But no, we're going to give you it in the blue. We're going to give you it in the rose pink. How beautiful is the rose pink again? So you're going to get 10 sheets in the rose pink as well. Then we're going to give you it in the emerald green. It's a beautiful, beautiful green. Look at those fabulous bling elements up there.
Nice.
In the green as well. Again with the lovely green emerald heart-shaped holographic card. We have made this colour, these colours in the factory back down in there in Halifax, and it really is stunning. And then of course you've then got the amethyst or lavender, as you may want to call it as well. But look how stunning they look. And we're going to show you some fantastic examples of what our designers have done with it back in their craft rooms, but what you can make with this as well is second to none. Now that's the 4 colours, Joe, that we've made to go with it, but then we need to have the silvers to coordinate with that. So let's just start. We're 40 sheets into the bundle.
40 sheets in.
But now we've got things like this. Isn't this just amazing? Look at this one. This is the rainbow stripe, which as you can see on there, has got lots of stripe. Look how shiny that is. But of course you can use it landscape or portrait, whichever way you like. But look how those rainbow effects really bounce across the page.
Very clever how it's in a
Absolutely.
line, the whole thing isn't rainbow.
Yeah, it is. It's brilliant. And again, how it changes as well. Look, straight lines, wonky lines, you know, you can really play around with how the effects are with the holographic effects. Then we've got the crystal, Joe, to go with it as well, which is again a similar idea, but look at those, how the colour cascades across these. These are really going to liven up all of your crafting projects. You can use these in home decor, you could use these for making, you know, all sorts of things, wall plaques. I often think as well, how cool would this be on your bedroom ceiling?
Oh, wow.
That would be blingy blingy, wouldn't it really?
It would.
I mean, some people put mirrors on there, but I'd be quite happy with that really, for sure. I think that would be quite good really. You know, give you something to look at, a little bit rainbowy effect.
You wouldn't have to look at yourself then,
No,
would
you
you?
would have to look. Not with that one you wouldn't. No, we might have one a little bit later on that you might have to do. He's gone. We've got the pig in the house.
That was a loud one. I'd put £2 in the snort jar for that one.
Listen, I haven't had that much fun since the last time I was here. This is the one with all of the millions of little pixelations in there as well. Again, look how beautiful that one is. And again, another 10 sheets there, Joe. I hope you keep them count. Now,
that's 70 sheets
we
now.
gave you the colours with the hearts on, but this is the silver with the hearts on. We thought it was only right to give you the silver, but again, look how reflective that cardstock is there. Beautiful. And this has got the millions of little hearts, which do alternate when you actually move it. So it does have a true 3D effect when you move it, and they're great on your card making projects for sure. Now, you know that feeling when it's really cold outside and it's icy, really cold and icy, ice and cold, and your windows go all frozen. Well, this is the effects that you get with your frozen windows, your cracked ice kind of scenario really on there for sure, Joe. And look, they're beautiful. And again, this is a large format kind of hologram board. I've left my samples on the table. I'll have to go get them. You can do some talking and I'll do some disappearing.
Yeah,
and I know you might think that might be a good idea, Joe. Now, we were talking about, you know, the which one did I say was on your bedroom ceiling? The first one. And you said, well, you know, you normally put mirrors on there. That's what you said, and that's well, we could put this one on there, really, because that would
Very
then
groovy.
give you the real rainbow. It'd be like
Would,
going to
wouldn't
the 1970s, really, to the discotheque. Kind of, this is me John Travolting look, you know.
Who's John Travolting?
He's his brother.
Right,
He's his
okay.
brother.
Right. That sounds like some sort of dodgy tribute act. John Travolting.
Funny enough, during the break on my Facebook, I got a thing from a pub advertising for bands or musicians to go. I was thinking about going, really.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought,
Who would you be tonight,
John
Matthew?
John
Travolting.
So look, so you could make lovely home decor pieces with this. You can emboss with it, you can die cut with it, or if you're really just pushed and you want something to do, put it on your bedroom ceiling. That would be the thing. That's the way to go. I think these will look really cool on the wall.
They absolutely would. Right, seamlessly, I'm going to talk. No one will notice. You're going to go and get the samples.
Very quickly, keep talking.
Okay, thank you. Right, if you want to go for those, remember, hang about. Nearly 80% now of this has gone. You get 100 sheets within here. You can still use your platinum discount, remember, as well. $52.99, $64.99. That comes down to $42.39 or $51.99. There is your price on that. We've got some corresponding cardstock in a moment, metallic cardstock, which we'll share with you in a sec. But before we do that, Keith is back. Here he is. It was
I'm back, Joe.
That was
back.
quick.
See that? It took me long. It's a long walk over there, you know.
It is.
Anyway, why do the crafters need this in their craft room? I'll tell you why. Because look, you can use your dies like this. Isn't that just fabulous? That's a sunburst style on there.
That is cool.
And look how the effects of how the hologram works with that. This is a sunburst style. You could really just turn this into so many different things, Joe. And again, if you want to be really, really impressed, look at the lattice effect out the rainbow.
That's gorgeous.
Isn't that just fabulous? So we're not a die manufacturer. We're not selling you the dies. We're selling you the base product for you to be able to create this at home with your tooling, with your dies, with the things that you've got in your craft room. Maybe you want to do a little bit of embossing, those lovely embossed frames on there, again on that rainbow effect. Beautiful to be able to, beautiful to be able to just get those wonderful different, so it doesn't matter if you're going to emboss or you're going to die cut with it, Joe, you can do all of those elements on there as well. And speaking a little bit of embossing, let's just show you the embossing with the, this has been done on the lavender, which is done, and you can just actually see the circles over here. You can see the circles. They're still there, but they're now behind the embossed element that's on there, Joe. So really, really clever. And then if you wanted to, we're going to show you another part of the show in a moment, but if you wanted to just layer these up.
Oh, that's really striking,
Isn't that just fabulous? And that is all we've done is we've used your layering dies with the holograms and gone for, you know, because you get them in all, they come down in something like 5mm segments, don't they? If you actually pop them up on theirs, I know, yes, you've got the dimension on the side. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, it's really difficult. And you can make and sell. We're happy for you to make and sell, Joe, for sure. So we've got lots of opportunities. Now, those diamonds that I spoke about, look at this and how those diamond effects, look at the centre jewels in the middle of those flowers, all done with those holograms and those, you know, circle holograms. Just die cut them out and you can really create the most amazing, amazing effects. And last one that I'll just show you with featuring these is this one, because this is one of my favourite ones, because they peel them with their metal knives. This is, for those of you who don't know the advert, you're too young, it's about a...
instant mashed potato.
Instant mashed potato.
I love that instant
it was fantastic. Oh, do you know, it was ahead of its time.
Still get it now?
You can.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've had it recently.
I love it.
But I just love the advert, you know. I mean, that's just so funny, isn't it, really? I do think so. You know, they peel them with their metal knives. There you go. It's got me. But look, if you wanted to create something out of this world, there you go. You can do all of those there, Joe. I mean, that's just a few that you can do as well. Personally, I think you're a star myself, but, you know, I don't care what they say about you. I think you're all right, really. I'll be putting a word in.
80% of it's gone. 80% of the hologram is gone. Doesn't include everyone that's got it in the basket at the moment. If you want to make sure you can get it, get your hands on it, get it in your basket, get it checked out, or you may miss out on it. Lots of you...
Check out, miss out. That's the thing,
absolutely, it is. A lot of you chatting away. We love watching Keith, so yes, please, more shows. We can never get tired of Keith.
Thank you.
Says Panda Crafts. Mary Rhino says that would be loads of fun. Mary Rhino. Be loads of fun to have Keith on more. Pam says Keith's hilarious. I love it when he's on. Elizabeth's loving the shiny. Mary's loving also the holographics and said, Joe, you could have made your own disco ball helmet with that fabulous cardstock of Keith's. I ordered a disco ball helmet the other day online.
Really?
It's like a biking helmet, but it's a disco ball.
You missed a trick there, Joe.
Yeah.
You could have made and sold.
Could have made my own one.
Made your own. So, I mean, we were together when you did make your own outfit to go to the Eurovision.
Together as in the same company, just to clarify. Not together.
Well.
Yes.
He's not my type. He's not my type, honestly. He's not.
Kerry Tom says, let Keith make some sequins using the sequin die Craig just used. You'd make great with the holographics,
good plan there, isn't there, really?
Love that plan. Mary says, what wonderful card samples Keith has. Doesn't he just? Right, we're going to move on to the metal moments.
Metal moments.
60% gone on the metal moments.
Well, look, you're going to have to be quick, boys and girls, and it ain't yours till you check it out, so I will stress, please, check it out. If you like it, you want it. If you've put it in there, you've got to make sure that you check it out, because it ain't yours, it's his.
Yeah.
Till you check it out.
It is.
It shows.
Yeah.
Ours, us, is, mine, was.
It's not yours, though, until you check out. That's the main thing.
The other thing, Ben, is this, can people go here and go in and take it out of somebody else's basket if they haven't checked it out?
Yeah, that happens. It's the first ones to get it.
At this stage now, where we're getting to this kind of level of stock clearance.
Absolutely. It's for everyone. First up, best dressed at the moment.
First up, best dressed?
Yeah.
Speaking of best dressed, look at this bad boy. This is our... this is our...
Bad boy! Oh, Keith.
Ah, dear. This is my bad boy, Cardstock. This is the lovely rose that coordinates with the hologram, but we've actually colour washed it. It starts life out as silver, but we've made it now the coordinating colour to be able to work with the hologram. So again, if you want to matte and layer or create those wonderful embossed effects with your dies, you can create all of that. And you've got 10 sheets in here, Joe. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Amazing.
Now, to go with that bad boy, we've got this bad one as well. This is the lovely emerald green effect colour on there. I know it might not look too green on your screen, but it is green on the screen.
Yeah, it's much
if you know what I mean.
when you see it, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a greeny green on the screen, but it's an emeraldy green. It's a lovely green, and it's a green that's going to be very popular.
Green.
It's definitely green for sure. So there, 20 sheets in for that one, Joe. Now, how about a little bit of blue? A little bit of blue. Are you feeling blue? I'm feeling blue. I've got my blue shirt on, my blue bling. I've got all of the things blue on there, but this is a lovely blue. You mentioned it about being a baby kind of blue.
Yeah, it is, isn't
I've
it?
no idea what a baby blue is, but it sounds good and it looks good, doesn't it, really? It's a light pastel-y blue.
Absolutely.
And again, another 10 sheets that you can use all for your matte and layering or embossing techniques. I mean, I suppose if you've got a blue bedroom, you might want to put this on the ceiling as well, really. I mean, you could do all that. We have a blue hallway, not a blue bedroom.
Okay.
No. Well, it is a blue bedroom, but it's not blue in the colour. My wife's going to have serious words with you after this show, you know.
She really
this
is.
is the bad girl one. This is the lavender, the lovely lavender colour as well. And how wonderful is that one? That's just beautiful.
Really gorgeous, that one. Really love it. Or lavande, if you're French.
Lavande. I like a bit of French.
Do you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in France.
You gotta get going. Come on, we've got to get through it. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. you have to stop himself talking.
Am I going to dig a hole here? Yes.
I mean, it's 7:30 at night here, but someone's eating their cornflakes on the West Coast at 11 a.m. Someone's just having a little, there's some toast in the morning.
I know, and you're talking about blue bedrooms and things like that. I mean, it's just unbelievable, really. Listen, if this is all part of the same collection. This is the satin silver,
nice,
Joseph, and I think that is just beautiful, isn't it? Really, I mean, that is wonderful. I mean, I could just stand here all night and stroke it, really.
Absolutely.
It's lovely, really, but, I don't want the viewers getting the wrong impression. So, listen, you've got the satin silver included there. Do you know what the satin silver, Joe?
Silverboard.
Bright silver,
nice.
Oh, look at this. This is fabulous. This coordinates with everything because, of course, it is literally the bright silver. As I say, as I go around the studio there, you can see all of the people in the background.
Yes.
Moving away. Look, they're all there. Look, you can see, look, they're just bobbing their heads up and down. And whoever that is there.
They need a haircut.
There's somebody in there. I know it is. Yes, we won't go there. It's beautiful. So you've got the opposite to the silver, and then you've got the satin gold.
Oh, lovely.
Now, I did my John Wayne impression earlier, didn't I, really?
Did you?
Which you were well impressed with.
I was so impressed.
Remember, and I went, there's gold in them there hills.
Absolutely.
I don't think John Wayne quite spoke like that, but he was a big favourite of my dad's.
Right.
But, I mean, it might be, there's gold in them there hills, I don't know. But you've got the satin gold, which is going to give you such a wonderful effect to go with all of those.
Is he from Cornwall? Yeah, then their hills were Sowerby Moor, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to in Wales. Now, just to show you how those three work, if you wanted to emboss with the gold, you could create things like that, which I've done it in the two-tone effect. So you can see you've got the plain side on this side and the embossed side on that side. Okay, so we've got that one on there. If you wanted to do it in the bright silver, you could use exactly the same dyes and go with the bright silver like that and you get the same kind of effect. Or if you wanted to go with the satin silver, you could do with the satin silver as well, Joe. All of these things are going to give you the wonderful effects to be able to, play around and have so much creative fun, just literally by bish, bash, bosh.
Absolutely, and loads you can do with them. And remember, the Metal Moments work perfectly with the holographic as well. Metal Moments, you want to go for it, $33.49 or $48.49 is your price there on that. Very busy on the holographic and the Metal Moments. So lots of you are getting those into your baskets and getting them checked out. Wonderful sample, says Mary Rhino, and Alicia says, greetings from Arkansas. The boys are back in town.
Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Isn't it Arkansas?
Yeah, but I call it Arkansas.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
It's just a running joke.
I've been to then.
And there's my tea. And there went my tea out my nose, says Mary Rhino.
The tea went up her nose?
Out of her nose.
Oh, out of her nose.
I should know better when. I should know better when Keith is on. I've never heard Charlotte laugh so much as she has in the last 25 minutes.
Well, I said to Charlotte in the interval, I said, if the plane was going down, I'd like her talking in my ear.
Would you?
Yeah. Sweet nothings. I'd like her whispering in my ear.
I can't imagine.
As it's going down, I'd be saying, you're all right, Keith.
Right.
Yep, we're going to be fine. Yeah, she's got such a calming persona
She
about
really
her.
has. She is very chilled,
She's
isn't she?
lovely, isn't she?
She is really lovely. Right, we're going to move
However,
on.
you on the other hand...
We're going to move on. We're going to move on to the uncoated cardstock.
Yeah.
80% gone here now.
80%. Now, little quick trick for the viewers here, really. I don't know if can we do a bit of zoom in, because I'd like you to see if you can actually see something in this coated card. All right, see, look, have a good look. It's one of those things, really, where you just got to have a quick look. Can you see it?
No.
You've got to stare at it long enough to make sure you can see it.
No, I can't see it.
Can you see what it is?
No.
Shall I tell you?
Yeah.
There is an Eskimo in a snowstorm.
Oh. I've never heard Charlotte laugh so much. You've really tickled her.
I never touched you, but anyway, that's I don't think you should go there, Craig.
Oh, gosh.
For you like your Esky Minor Snowstorm card, this is the one for you because this is 350 GSM. It's a solid core material. It's great for construction, great for making your boxes or your really posh end cards.
Nice.
This is fabulous. You get 50 sheets of it, 350 GSM, and it's great for all of your constructions. Let's get rid of that bit on there, really, because, as I say, it's a solid core board. You can literally tear it down there. What are they laughing at?
Charlotte sweat herself, I think. She was really zoomed. She zoomed all the way in looking for it.
It was in there. It was in there for sure. Listen, you can play. You can do that on anybody, really, can't you? Listen. I'm a man of many talents. As you are gathering.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet you didn't know that I was almost a world famous tap dancer.
I did not.
You did not. I mean, I wasn't always this size. You know, I was once. I have to blame the current Mrs. Smith for making me this size, really. You know, because she's keeps feeding me.
Yeah, is she a good cook?
Yeah, that's why I'm this size. However, before I got this persona, I was a slim person. I was an expert tap dancer.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh, I had to give it up though because it hurt my ankles. Yeah, kept falling in the sink.
Yeah, me and
me
told that
Strictly
joke.
could have been
I got the
me.
biggest eye roll from Charlotte. You, what raucous she's in there.
Look, well, I think we've done enough with the white card now, don't we? But look, you can
the white card's going to go.
How much can we talk about white card? Not as much as you like. But anyway, all you have to do is to fold it like that, and you can literally put all sorts on the top of there. But let me just see.
80% gone on that cardstock.
There you go. Oh, it nearly worked. I didn't do a really good feed on there, did I? Really?
You didn't do a good fold, no.
I didn't do a good fold, and it is torn as well. But look, you can see straight away what I mean by how far we can go with it. Look, you can see you could hang a barn door on this, couldn't you? There you go.
Yeah.
You get the general idea.
That's a great demo, that, Keith. I'll do that again next time.
We'll do it again.
885 or 1283 if you want to get your hands on that. It's brand new. Steady. It's brand new. If you are a platinum member, 708 or 1027. Get your hands on that. Right, Pastels Core card is what we're looking at next, Keith.
Core.
Core.
This is our core card.
Yeah.
Core.
I made that joke yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well,
I just know the different product.
Oh, well, I can't do it with a different product. You've got to do it with this product. This is Paper Dienamics Core card. And what we mean by that is, look, where else could you get this cascade of 24 different colourways? In a 240 GSM, which is what? I think it's around about £100-ish, is that in America-ish, give or take? I know 300 grams, 112, so yeah, there we go. So we're around about there or thereabouts. But this is manufactured in the United Kingdom, which is really a unique thing because there's not that many paper mills around in the UK, and in fact, paper mills around the world are really struggling. Did you know the price of paper is going astronomically in the upward direction? Yeah, for sure. There are price rises on price rises on price rises. We're holding the price for you today. If you like it and you want it, get it. But you've got 24 colours that's going to work with all of those holograms. It's going to work with all of those metallic colours. You'll be able to emboss, die cut. It's uncoated. Use it for your stamping techniques. Yeah. All of the things you want to be able to do, Joe, you can do with this cardstock. It's beautiful.
Got a slightly different texture to it as well.
It's got a little bit of toothage on there for sure, but beautiful. And again, going to get amazing results. And again, you can mat and layer with it, or you can literally fold it in half and make cards out of it if you wanted to do so.
Amazing. 2175, 2501 if you want to get your hands on that as well. So make sure you snap it up. OMG. Keith and Joe together. I have tears. I enjoyed you too. Think Joe's going to need to lay down after. I've got an hour of Craig after this. Mary, and Mary's talking about a tea coming out of my nose still. Right. Are you gonna go over there?
Imagine if that was spaghetti.
Oh, can you imagine? I don't want to imagine.
It'd be like Lady and the Tramp, wouldn't it, really? But in the opposite direction.
What is going on? Over 80% of the let me recap the hologram moments, which is this one just here. Again, let me just recap because Charlotte's gone. Are you right, Charlotte? Yeah, yeah, right. Let me recap then. You're getting the two different finishes in the hologram. You're going to get it in this one, which is that lovely blue colour. You are getting it also in that really lovely sort of dusty pink tone there. The emerald green you're getting it in as well, which has definitely got more of a green tinge to it than it sometimes appears to have on screen. And you're getting it in that really lovely, cool lavender purple as well. But what you're also then going to get is you're going to get 10 sheets of this, which is the mirror, but it's sort of the linear mirror is really cool. You've also got it in the crystal, which is that one there. With the spots too, you're getting it in the hearts in the mirror as well. I know you had the hearts in colours. I love how many different colours you can see in there. It really is amazing. You're getting it in that crackle finish there, and you will get it in the... This is like mega rainbow holographic, isn't it? This one, there's so much colour. There's so much colour in there for you. $52.99 or $64.99. How are we getting on with stock? 85% now of this has gone. Lots of you sat with it in your basket, so please be quick in checking it out if you want to get your hands on it. But we are going straight back over to the man himself. Right, Keith, what would you like to share with us?
Speaking about getting your hands on it, here he is, the man.
Are you doing your own jingles now?
Yeah, in fact, I thought I'd been invited to a jingle party today, but nobody's turned up for me. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, really. I'll be having a serious word with the management, really, because they got me up here early, because they said, we need you for 10 or 15 minutes. I think that was just to hang around out in the foyer, really. But anyway, I will find out who was responsible for me hanging around a little bit earlier on. Now, let's do a little bit of playing for you, shall we? Because what I wanted to do was just take one of the... well, I've taken a small strip of the purple lavender colourway, which is lovely, and looks how, and I've just randomly put these dies on the sheet just to show us exactly what we're sort of like going to get when we die cut all of these out for us. So let's just put that onto there, we'll put that onto there, we're going to put that onto there, and then, do you know, because I can and I will, I'm going to turn it completely over, right round the other way around, keeping our sandwich together, and we'll put it through the Gemini, and let's hopefully see what comes out the other side for sure. But there's not a lot that you can't do with a range like this if you have this in your crafting room, for sure. And I know the producer said to me, can you catch it, Keith? Can you catch it? I'm good. I've got it. Look, it's here. And look how beautiful all of these elements have come out now on here. These are just fabulous. So let's just turn it over and let's take them off one by one. So if butterflies is your thing, look at the intricacy on this butterfly. It is stunning. You are absolutely going to love it for all of your creative projects. Look how fabulous that is. Let's just give it a few little push outs just to show you how clean and crisp that comes out there. But there we go. We've got a little bit of a butterfly effect onto the back there. So there's our little butterfly. Yeah, there's number one.
Gorgeous. Little schmetterling.
A little bit of schmetterling there, and let's put that onto there. We'll put that down there so you can see it. So there's a butterfly. Here's another butterfly, because I like butterflies. They're one of my favourite little thingy-bobbies. They're my go-to when I'm crafting. If I can't think of anything else, let's think of a butterfly. But look how beautiful, out the holographic board, it die cuts. Every element is coming out stunning, just really, really stunning. Again, look, the little antlers are there. And again, beautiful, beautiful effects. That one's going to go down there. You can see the bright shine and the sheen on there for sure, all working perfectly well.
Bright shine and the sheen for sure.
Bright shine and sheen for sure. Now, let me just grab hold of these, Joe, because I want to just remind the viewers as to why this is perfect for, if you've got things like this in your craft room, you'll notice that the middle ones are quite small, aren't they, really? They are really, you know, a lot smaller. What do you normally do those? Well, with those, you can do this, Joe. You can actually pop them out. There you go. It's come out the middle there, out the middle of the set. But look at how fabulous those small elements look on this holographic card. So those small, we're now giving you a reason as to why you need to have this. Look how beautiful that is.
Amazing.
Yes, look, and it's my disco in miniature. It's that.
Oh wow! It does look like a disco, doesn't it?
There you go. It's my John Revolting floor in miniature. There, you know, but just imagine that on your little card making projects, Joe. It is brilliant, honestly, for being able to make all of those things. But just that one, put that one back there for a moment, and now let's show you another one, just to show it wasn't a fluke. We'll do a little square one, shall we? And this one's got a little bit more of the circular bit. Look how beautiful. And again, there's our little square die, and there is our jewel in the crown. Now that looks 3D and dimension. Looks like a proper diamond. And there ain't a girl alive that ain't going to like a proper diamond, that's for sure. Or a boy, Joseph. But it's completely flat. It's absolutely completely flat. There you go. So your postage thing is not an issue, but look how stunning those effects are. Now, here's the other one that I really like. This is one of my favourite dies, is this one. And I thought, well, I showed it earlier on today. I just wanted to show you it again in a different colourway, different finish, different look. And what you actually get with this one is amazing. So, again, let's just pop these all out for you. And you can see straight away, look at the effect on that. Isn't that just amazing? So if you've got tools and dies in your craft room, this is what you can create, those wonderful, wonderful, diamond, jewellery kind of pieces. And if you put this onto your favour boxes, onto your gift boxes, if you make and sell jewellery items, how cool would it be to be able to put this onto your little jewellery boxes as well? And then we spoke about the little Sputnik card that I showed you along with the eyes, they're peeling with their metal knives. Well, look, this can give you something for younger people maybe to take into account. This is brilliant. I know somebody's asked me about the dies, and I'm working on that for you as well. Following the inquiries that we had earlier on, I spoke with Mrs. Smith, the current Mrs. Smith. I spoke to her about it. Where did they get this die from? She hasn't a clue. But we're working on it. I'll be back to you maybe later on in May, when the management have invited me to come back up again to see you. Around about the 19th, Joseph. I know that's a long time for you to wait.
Oh, that's all right. I can wait till then. I'll be after Eurovision. I'll be back then.
Oh, you'll be back? Oh, I thought you were going to say you were going to be on holiday. But anyway,
no, I'll be here. I think I'm here. I'll check.
We can keep trying for sure. But look, you can see the effects of what you can get on here. But look how stunning that it is with the jewels in the crown there. You get very, space oddity, isn't it, really? It's beautiful, beautiful. So again, lots that you can do with these, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and that's just a few elements. Now, don't forget, I would be saying to you, use every square inch, every square centimetre of the sheet. You can work with smaller dies, lots of butterfly dies. You can even get your craft punches out and punch out all your little bits out of there as well. You really can take this on a creative journey and use all of your elements for sure. Let's just pop that in there and, give it a bit of a squeeze so you can see straight away. Don't waste anything, because you can really create stunning illusional effects, Joe, just by using everything that you've got in your crafting room for sure.
Amazing.
There you go.
It's approaching limited stock, Keith, approaching limited. If you want the hologram days, 100 sheets, $52.99, $64.99. If it's in your basket, please check it out, because it could go very, very quickly. We're going to get towards one of those situations where we have more of you trying to get a hold of it than we have stock available. So please, please, please do hurry with that one. But we're going to have another little look now at Metal Moments, Keith.
Well, Joe, this is just,
This is now 2/3 of the stock gone, by the way.
Two-thirds gone. This
Massive
is
jump there
amazing,
on that.
just fabulous. I'm so pleased the viewers are enjoying it as much as I am really as well. You can see straight away, that's just a few of the colours there, the colours that we've actually got on this, but you've still got the satin silver to go with this as well, but you've got the 4 colours, and really is beautiful just as a collection on its own. But look what happens now when I put this, Joe, through my embossing folder, which I had a moment ago. Let's just put this through an embossing folder. So there we go. It's completely plain. It's satin, it's gorgeous. Watch what happens now if I wanted to give it this lovely lizard kind of look, kind of effect on there as well. Let's just put that through an embossing folder. Again, it's not what it is, it's what you can make with it. It's what you can do with it at home. It's all about having the ability to be able to make good crafting projects, and you can certainly do that for sure with a range like this. The two go together, so your holograms will work with your metallics. They're going to work and sit perfectly together. If you can get them, if you can get them, then get them for sure. I hope that made you jump at home, and I hope it's all right. Everything's okay. Everything's cool. We're fine. We're good. Watch what happens now. So you saw it before. Now look what happens. That is like Louis Vuitton in a cardstock,
isn't it?
Joe's going, who's Louis Vuitton? Do you know, sometimes I just despair, but there you go. Isn't that just beautiful?
It's gorgeous.
It really is absolutely amazing. think about what you can do with it. Maybe think about what you've got in your classrooms. Maybe you like your words and your things like that, really. Or maybe you like your scallop edging designs as well. There are so many different embossing folders on the market. We sell huggings of them here, don't we, Joe, at Crafters TV?
Absolutely,
Go to the
loads of
website.
them.
You'll find a whole host of dies that you can use with all of those elements. Now, if you'd like me to make something, I can make you something as well, which would be really, really cool. Or I can show you one more thing on the embossing side before I put it to bed.
Let's
and
do some more embossing then,
limited
Keith.
stock becomes sold out. I suppose really we should be doing all of that, shouldn't we? Really, but there we go. I could do, Joe. Apart from the fact that I've lost it.
What, do you want some metallic?
Well, I'm losing everything really, but that's another story for sure. We'll come back to that in a moment too. I did have a die here somewhere.
You've got some behind you? It's behind you?
It's behind you. Are you playing a game on me now? I did have one a minute ago and it's gone. Where's
What are
it
you
gone?
looking for?
Where's it gone? It's gone somewhere. Joseph,
What is it that you've lost?
I've lost an embossing folder.
Oh,
Do that.
no.
That's terrible. Terrible. It'll turn up.
Okay.
It will.
So no more embossing for now. Right, we're going to move on then. Should we move on? You found it? No?
I found a die. I've got one
You
here.
found it. Brilliant.
Because look, this is really important because we did talk about this going on your bedroom ceiling for that lovely, Space Oddity kind of feel, really, your holographic on there. We're going to show you this because it's going to have gone, because believe it or not, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it is limited stock.
It is limited stock.
So you've got to make it, got to get it now. Now is the time, not tomorrow, not later. Now, it's now.
right now. Go now.
It's now or never. You've got to get it, you've got to get it, you've got to get it. And don't forget, it ain't yours until you check it out, or somebody's going to be in and check it out for you.
Well, there's almost as many people trying to get it. There's almost as many people in their basket there is stock available. So we're getting towards that point with it where people are going, someone's going to be disappointed, Keith, because there's not enough to go around at this point.
Right, this is the last bit of embossing to show you today, but look how beautiful that rainbow embosses. Just look at how expensive and luxurious does that look. If you want it, you need to get it. That literally says everything for me. I'm going to say au revoir, good night, and God bless on that with my embossing folders. That's it, I'm done with them. But I'm now going to show you my wiener. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the way that we've just got to go to finish off the show. Because
Don't turn over, he means the foodlies.
That's the one.
Yeah,
yes.
excellent. All right, let me take you through then exactly what you're getting, Keith. Let's have a little look at these. Let's look at the inserts first, and because I love the inserts, they look really, really cool. You're going to get absolutely loads in here, all with very cheeky sayings. I'm guessing it was you, Keith, that came up with all the sayings on these.
I could have been even worse, Joe, for sure. But there's some wonderful little sayings in there as well.
Got really, really lovely, colourful images through all of these. And the decoupage stash. This is really cool, the decoupage stash. You've got absolutely loads in this one. If you love fussy cutting, you're going to absolutely love putting all of these together. Let me show you the topper stash, though, because that's where you get the real fun is to be had. So the topper stash says, let's be besties together. Oh, I love that one. Sorry it's late. You get it? Let's toast your special day. This one says here, you age better than cheese and wine. Oh, I love cheese and wine, Keith. This one says, I think you're great. Sending you a latte, love. This one says, my love for you is deep fried. Nice, love that one. Don't worry, beer hoppy. Let's get saucy. I hear you like bacon. What a strip.
Want a strip?
Let's get glazed together. Let's get what? Glazy together. You make me. You make me so corny. You condiment me. What's that one mean? Oh, condiment. Yeah, you're the syrup to my waffle.
Yeah, there you go. Our American viewers will love that one. You're the syrup to my waffle.
You're the cookies and my cream. We go together like strawberry and squirty cream. Is it hot here? Or is it you? I'll butter you up any day.
I'll butter you up any day as well, Joe.
Not to be corny, but you're serially wonderful. Love
these
that.
are great out there. Come on.
Have an excellent day. You're just like breakfast, the best part of my day. You're totally awesome. Are you looking at my wiener?
Are you looking at my wiener?
I like it when you lick me all over.
I like it. You got to do it with
And
the
there you
brush.
go.
You gotta do it
There's
with the
lots of different designs in there,
I
isn't there?
like
So you
it
get,
when
what,
you
2 of
lick me all
each?
over.
You get 2 of each in there, I'm guessing. Then you've got your... What are you going to call these ones, Keith?
Which of them? Oh, that's the mini stash.
Mini stash.
Oh, look. Can you read the first one there, Joe? Read the first one.
To be frank, I think you're great.
Yeah, and the next one.
Lick me until ice cream.
Lick me till I scream.
Then we've also got these, which is your cardstock here as well. Really beautiful, with all the different sayings that are in there, which all complement perfectly. And then you've also got this stash here too, which is a lovely sort of pattern card or paper. These are going to work brilliant with the food leaves and with loads of other stuff. It's a big collection, this. 240 sheets within there, which is amazing. $62.99 or $72.44. 3/4 of that stock has sold out and gone, so you've got to snap it up. When it's gone, it's gone. Keith, this is a lot of fun, isn't it?
Oh, Joe, let's make sure the viewers how much fun it is. I mean, I've had such a blast with the Foodlies because it's a fun collection. If you're easily offended, then don't buy it. But I can tell you, all of your friends will love it. You know, if you're a waffle person, if you're a breakfast person, if you're an eggs person, there's something in here for you all. The 97-year-old in our household, she's an ice cream fan. Every night, this is true, honestly. I'm kidding
Every
you
night
not.
she eats an ice cream.
She's 97, and every night around 10:30 we take her an ice cream. Seriously, it's her good night recap. And you know, what does it matter? She's 97. She enjoys her ice cream at 10:30 at night. I don't really care. We buy them in, we stock them in. But you know, I go into her room and I'll say, "Lick me till I scream." Just as a bit of fun and a bit of jest in there, and she loves it. Now, this is how easy it is. So we got the holographic there as our base. Now let's bring into play one of those lovely words, things, not to be corny, but, not to be corny, but, not to be corny, but. It's a repeatable pattern on there, but using words as the backdrop, Joe. Fabulous. And you do get loads of them. Now you'll notice straight away that all of the elements have been specifically sized, Joe, that you don't need to even cut them if you don't want to. We've already done the sizing so that they've already been planned out for you, exactly like that. It really is fabulous to work with. It's easy to work with. And the best bit about it is, boys and girls, is if you want to make and sell your goodies, we are happy for you to make and sell. You can make and sell these at your craft fairs, at your markets, at your school fetes. You can do all of those things, Joe, for sure. Now, you mentioned about the other patterned papers in there. Look how cool this one is, really, with the lovely little wavy lines. You've got all of the colours there that's going to make and match with each other. You can see straight away how the colours and patterns are going to work beautifully with each other. And it's the same throughout the entire collection. You've got 48 of the Foodlies Topper Stash. You've got 48 of the decoupage elements that work with that. I'm going to show you those in a moment because it really is important to say this is a collection like no other. It's funny, it's frank, it's got a sense of humour, and you can make and sell. And if this is for a loved one or just for a friend, it doesn't matter. You really are going to have... The one thing that you're going to make sure is that people are going to laugh.
I really fancy a hot dog now, Keith.
Eh?
I really fancy a hot dog. It's making me hungry, this collection.
Well, there you
Some
go.
fried onions, bit of ketchup, mayonnaise.
I'm not going to say a word, Joseph, for sure, but you can go and have some fast food from the takeaway a little bit
You
later.
can't get a hot dog, though.
Can you not get a hot dog?
I don't think you can get a hot dog at any... Why are there no fast food takeaway hot dog places?
Well, on this side of the pond, there ain't.
No.
Not so much, really.
What's
but
going
on the
on
other
with
side, to my friends and viewers in the USA, there's loads of places you can get a wiener. Absolutely loads of places you can. Now, look, you can see we're doing our matting and layering with the holograms on there, Joe. Now, equally, look, I've got something here. This is going to make you laugh. If you want to have a laugh, let's have a bit of fun, shall we? Because I've got some elements in here where what we're going to get is we're going to show you, for sure. Let me just pull them out for you. Because we could put this little fella on there. I'll butter you up any day. But I did mention that you do get the decoupage sheets to go with them as well. And here's one where I have literally just cut it out. The patterns are easy and they're simple to follow. There's nothing complicated about them. So that's why we've given you the decoupage sheets, because you've got all these elements, little sayings, little words to go with it as well, but they're beautifully coordinated to work with that. However, I don't want to butter you up really. I want to show you my wiener. But before I do that, I'm going to take my little croissant. My croissant.
Your what?
My French, my little croissant.
Croissant.
Yeah. And what I'm going to do, look, is I'm going to take my wiener, but my wiener topper, and just to remind the viewers, look, you see, I put this little thing up here. Can you see that there? Just to remind me.
What does that say?
It's just 2 eyes.
Okay.
It's just to remind me, Joe, that, you know, you need to be able to think outside the box. So I'm thinking outside the box, and I'm thinking, right, this would look really quite good on there. I think that's going to go good for sure. Now let's just peel it all over. The viewers, I can feel the excitement at home. What's this going to look like? Is this going to be any good? Is this going to be a Smithy card to savour? Am I going to win the card of the day with this card? I have no idea. It could be me, it could be somebody
card
else.
of the week.
But look, now, can you see now where we're going with this? Doesn't that look cool? So we've got our little friend, our little croissant, looking at my wiener, and then we'll give the croissant some eyes, shall we?
Absolutely.
If I'd got some googly eyes, I would have given him googly eyes, but I haven't. But you do get decoupage eyes included in with the set, so we're going to give him some little bit of a decoupage eyes as well. So that's going to go onto there for sure. There's fastened on. And now, Joe, what we need to do now is we've got our wiener, but it's completely flat. Nothing on there, nothing flat. But we've got the decoupage sheet, look. How cool is it? And you'll notice that the contours of these have been designed for you to easily fussy cut. And here's one that I prepared earlier. Look, I've cut my wiener out, Joe.
Fabulous.
It was less painful than I thought it was going to be. It's really easy to follow the contours of the line. And then all we're going to do is we're going to 3D it up. We're going to give him dimension. We're going to make him stand out in the crowd. I'm referring to him as a he, but of course it could be a her, but I prefer it to be a he. And then we're going to literally go up the next layer. So we're going to go up layer number 2. Because in decoupaging, things come forward, they come towards you.
They do.
They do, Joe, honestly. So we're going to bring this one out for you as well. And this is now going to be the bun on the wiener, in front of the wiener. And every kind of wiener that there is. That's going to go on there as well, Joe. That's gone on there beautifully, isn't it, really? Now, what about giving his eyes a bit of 3D as well?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Give the eyes a little bit of 3D because you get all of these elements are on the decoupage sheets. Aren't they just fabulous? Now, Joseph, are you a squirter or are you a squirter or what? Yeah, do you like your mustard on your wiener?
Mustard and ketchup for me,
Your
yeah.
mustard on, well, look, I've even given you a squirter on your wiener.
Amazing.
For sure. With mustard, if you want it to be mustard, or it could be tomato ketchup.
Could be.
But look, you can see, again, look, I've just fussy cut that out. I'm not an expert cutter, but I've just fussy cut it out, and that's going to work there, really. We're going to give our lovely little bit of mustardy feel, a little bit of a lift there for sure. And then down at the bottom here, just to have a little bit of fun with it as well, you've got a whole choice of different sentiments. I mean, I could have gone to be frank, or I could have gone boyfriend, or if I really wanted to, I could even go to girlfriend, or there are dozens and dozens of other sentiments on other sheets that you could work out with that. So, you know, are you looking at my wiener girlfriend, my wiener boyfriend, or to be frank, or this one, which I think is quite nice, because this says, sausage jokes are the worst.
The worst, yeah.
Sausage jokes. So look, and now that is really cool, don't you think? I think that's a lovely card. It's a bit of fun. You know, if you don't have a sense of humour, then don't buy it for sure. But if you like to make things with a little bit of fun, a little bit of sense of humour. Now, equally, inside the card, we need to be able to bring one of the elements of the sentiments in there as well. They're all included in the bundle. If you buy the bundle, you get everything that I'm showing you now. And in here, we're going to open the card up. We're going to put this to one side on there, just to make sure I've got the right way around. Yes, I have. We're going to put a bit of tape on by the spine. That's going to go onto there. That's going to go onto there. We're going to shut the lid, shut the door. It's fixed. It's on. And then what happens then is we've now got all my love. Boom, boom.
Amazing. What a
Isn't
great
that
card.
cool? I mean, that is a fun card. And again, if you want to make and sell, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you can make and sell as much as you like. But you don't have to have the googly-eyed little croissant on there. You know, if you don't want it, you don't have to. But it was just one of our design team did that. And I thought it's such a funny little card, is that one, isn't it, really?
Really, really fabulous. It is. Lots of love for that. The sayings are hilarious, says Mary Rhino. Shadai says, has a blast. Bring Keith back. Get Keith back every Tuesday, says Shadaya.
Hey, £10 Tuesday, Smithy Tuesday.
Tuesdays, yeah. I like being called boys and girls. It makes me feel young, says Jean. There you are. And Mary Rhino says, I have a red hot dog here in Maine. I'd had never heard of them until I moved here. Red hot dogs in Maine. There you are.
Who would have known?
Who would have known? And Rachel says, head in hands, crying, laughing face, crying, laughing face, crying, laughing face. That's what it says. Yeah, amazing. Right, we're going to go back and finish on the holographic. How are we doing on the... There are less than 40 of the holographic to go around at the moment. So it is very, very tight on this. If, in fact... There are more people in their basket at the moment than there is actually stock available. So it's going to start being clutched out of baskets if you are not careful. Just finally, one more word on the holographic, Keith. Why should we be going for this? What's it going to do for our crafting?
Oh, Joe, I mean, again, you know, just look at this colour palette on here for you. You're going to get all of this, 100 sheets, just to get 100 sheets. You're not going to use it in just a minute, in a day or two. It's going to last you a little while, but you've got the colorizations, the effects and the illusions that I've been showing you throughout the course of the day. I hope you've really enjoyed the show. I've had a blast. Anthony, I think you've been amazing. So thank you very much. You've done a good job. That's Joseph over there, by the way. For those
Less than 30 now.
Less than 30.
Less than 30.
It's going, listen, it ain't yours till you check it out, so check it out!
Oh gosh, do come back soon, Keith. He's back sometime in the future. We believe
19th.
The 19th of May?
19th of May.
I'm here as well on the 19th of May.
Are you really, Joseph?
I am.
Oh my goodness me.
I'm looking forward to it already, Keith.
I bet you
really
are.
Am. Don't forget that holographic, extremely busy on the holographic at the moment. Johnny and Charlotte's here as well. She's cock a hoop, she's saying. She can't wait. Make sure you're checking that out. Don't forget about the metallic moments as well. Very busy on that as well. Very busy across everything that you've seen from Paper Dienamics. Right. Big thanks to Keith. We'll be back on the other side of this with our second instalment of Launch Pie. So see you back here in a minute.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafters Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy. Get yours now. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
So busy there on all those Paper Dienamics items that you've seen. Always a pleasure to have Keith in the studio. Always loads and loads of fun. Right, we're going to go back to, of course, launch party. The final hour. Craig is back with me. You feeling rested and relaxed, Craig?
Well, after watching that out there, jeezy peeps. What an hour that was.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Having Keith here, isn't it? Always good, a lot of fun. But yeah, final hour now of the day, and this is now, well, back to, I know it was still launch party, but now back to having a look at what is, well, the Vellum pads, isn't it?
Yeah,
Vellum
indeed.
pads, reveal wheels, shakers.
Loads of stuff on the show. And we've got 3 previews.
Yeah.
So we'll be getting through those as we go through the show too. We're going to go back and have a look at this Vellum pad. It has just launched today. You're getting 3 sheets of each colour, and then what you get 2 of one coloured foiling on them and 2 of the other. So that's between the silver and the gold. Some of them have got 2 gold, 1 silver. Some have 2 silver and 1 gold. But they are absolutely amazing. I love this one here with that foiled candy stripe on. And the great thing about them is the base colour is all kind of quite good neutral tones. So it means that it'll work really well with lots of different colours that you want to craft with. 24 sheets then in there, $29.99 or $34.95 is your price, and it is brand new today. It's very, very busy over on the website for that at the moment. Right, gonna move on. Something I've not seen. Launched on Saturday, the new Totally Tiffany Tote. Now, the Lois was so incredibly busy, wasn't it? You guys absolutely love the Lois tote. Now, whether you are filling these full of your body bags or you're filling them with loads of other stuff, it's completely up to you. You can see we've got a good selection of different bits in here. Now, the difference with the Cindy is that we've really utilised the amount of space. So what you've actually got is a zip top on here, which you guys asked for too. And that's really cool. So you can either, if you don't like the idea of the zip, you can actually push that flap down inside. It will go back down into that section there. But I think it's really handy to have that zip top, especially maybe taking this in the car or out and about. And then what you've got are 2 pockets as well on the outside. So you can see you've got these really nice deep pockets either side, enough to get all your aerosols in here, and enough another one on the other side here. So still we've got a selection of cards. We've got a whole pack of stamping card and a whole pack of craft card there on the side. You've still got all the other great things about the Lois. So you've got the buckle on here, which you can clip your keys on. It's still totally see-through. The capacity is still equally as good as well. And we've got loads in here. We've even got a guillotine in here. There are 3 paper pads there. I've got a couple of buddy bags in here, a couple of smaller paper pads in here as well. We've got die stamp storage in there, and also some packs of cardstock too. So still absolutely excellent. Everything that you know and loved about the Lois, just with a couple of upgrades on here as well. So amazing. And you get the craft and carry with this as well for that price. Amazing. Let me just show you then the craft and carry. Let me zip Lois back up while we're here. No, you're not Lois, are you? Sorry, Cindy. There we go. Let's pop that onto there. And that zip's super handy just to keep everything nice and safe. And the other great thing as well, you've even got this comfort strap now as well on the handle there as well, so it makes it even more comfy to transport that around. There's a lot of stuff in there. But the craft and carry is excellent because the craft and carry workstation, it has a very heavy bottom, which means it's got a very low centre of gravity, so it's very hard to knock it over, which is brilliant. This one has got in here it's got a mat in the back of here, and also one of our paper takers folded back from Tiffany. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full-size 12x12s in there, which is excellent. A4 cardstock, cutting plates. We've got all room for all of your different pens as well in the sides of here. We've got aerosols, there's ink pads in here. I mean, we've got salt for our tea. And you've got some toothpicks in there too. There is room for everything. Great to use for your crafty stuff. Brilliant as a home office as well, these. We see them, a lot of people going for them for those reasons. You've even got little slip pockets here. See these little clear pockets there in the side. So little things that you can't be without, that are always getting lost. Your edge distressors, your pokey tools, all of those kind of things. There's room for all of those in there. The other great thing is you've got a great saving on this too. You're saving what, $13.75 in the UK, $16.24 if you're in the US. It really is a brilliant selection, because what you are getting, of course, is that brand new Cindy, and you're also getting the craft and carry workstation together. What an incredible deal that one is right there. Right, let me move these out of the way, because we are going back to Reveal Wheel is where we're off to next. So this is here. So we saw Craig put one of these together a little earlier. Such a cool concept that you've got there, you can see. So you're getting all the mechanics that you need to put these together, and the starter stamps too. This is the sentiment reveal wheel, but then what we've also got are the different extra additional ones for you too. So things in here like birthday, wishing you a totally, and then you've got the ability to customise all of those. They all mix and match as well across the different ranges. So you've got Dreamy Cloud, Absolute Star. This one here is From the Heart. You're also going to get Sweet Delight, and you've got Speech Bubble in there too. $39.95, $54.75. You're saving over 15% on those. I think, Greg, the value for money is good here, isn't it? Considering the amount of different things that you're going to be able to add these onto, but they're under £40, not breaking the bank.
Not at all, not at all, whether it's on the front of your cards, but then think about the front of your boxes as well, box lids you can have them in. You can have them as little reveals in your scrapbook pages if you want to. All these different things that you can do. So let's go in. We've shown you earlier on how you can do a larger card, a 7x7 card, but let's just bring it all the way down and make a 5.5 by 5.5 card. So I'm going in with one of my pattern papers. This one here, I want to say off the top of my head, it was from our Fairy Garden collection. Is it Fairy? I'm just having a look at my notes. Fairy Garden collection that I used this one from. So a year or so ago. And what I've already done is, I know you can't quite see it, but I've gone in and I've gone and done a score line, pencil score line at the halfway point. This square is 5 by 5, so I've done a cross with my pencil line at 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches. So I'm going to use the mechanism from the Sentiment Reveal wheel, but I'm going to use the Dreamy Cloud stamp set. So if I go in now with my actual half circle, so that can go up against the right hand side where we're then got the pencil line notch. That can then go into place. So if we then pop it in, secure that one to the side and tape it, and then what we can do is go into the stamp and die set that's got the cloud, and then we're going to take the die, and then where the little point is, just at the bottom of the cloud, we're going to match that up against that cross point with our pencil line, pop our tape in to hold it, and then we can run this one through our Gemini. That's just the same plate configuration as any of your other die cuts. That one can go into place, feed that in, and then what I'm going to do, we are going to mat and layer that onto a piece of black matte cardstock, but just to go around the edges, I've taken our AB1, which is Duck Egg Blue Classic pen, and we're going to enhance the edges slightly. So if I take out our die cut aperture, so you could be more careful with your tape and be able to use that cloud elsewhere. I'm not bothered for the sake of the speed tonight, but we can take that out, and then that's a start to get the worker of our die. So let's take in our classic pen, and then for the cloud, all that I'm going to do is freehand. Let me just rub away my little pencil line. So if I rub that one away, my little marks there, and there. So I'm now going to go around with my pen, and where we've got that slight emboss from the die cut, I'm enhancing that with my pen and following it all the way around. You can use whichever colour you like, but I thought with this pattern paper find this duck egg worked a real treat. And what it also does as well, if you like the look of matte and layer, but maybe you are going to be posting it, you don't want to add additional weight, it's another nice feature to do without having to add weight onto your card. And then what I'm going to do now, this edges you can do with a chisel nib if you want. I still tend to do them with the bullet nib.
I haven't seen you do this before, Craig.
No, sometimes it's not something, to be fair, that I do a lot, but what I do occasionally do.
I do it.
I do. Here we go. There we are. We've got all the doo-doos in the house tonight. So what?
Gosh. Oh, he's gone. That's it. Did I miss a sneak peek? Says Pammy. You did not miss a sneak peek, Pammy. No, you did not. And might have to do one now if he doesn't recover. At least it was only a single doo-doo, not a double doo-doo. That was yesterday. He's gone. I don't know why it makes him chuckle so much.
Right.
You ready?
Okay, right, we're good. Okay. So, yes.
You're turning into Debbie Fisher. He's back. He's back in the room. No, he's not. He's like Charlotte when Keith's in the studio.
Oh, God.
Hear her laughing, Craig.
I did. I still had my
Gosh.
earpiece in. I turned my microphone off, but I kept my earpiece in so I could hear what was going on. Oh, dear.
She never laughs like us like that, does she, Craig?
No, she doesn't.
No.
She doesn't indeed.
Well, very occasionally, but on
It's the Keith
specific
factor.
occasions, that's it.
It's the Keith factor. There we go. We got there in the end.
All right.
Whew, yeah. Oh, caught me off guard, that. So there we go, using our duck egg to create the feature around the edge. So adding a matte layer, but kind of like a faux matte layer instead of your cardstock. So then what I can do is if I can set that one to the side for now. I'm going to go in with our multi-purpose card, and then we can go in with our small disc, and we can go in with our large disc, and we're going to feed that into the Gemini, die cut it, and then what we can then do is stamp out our letters or our words.
Amazing. Lots of you chatting away in the comments. About any questions you've got, get them into us. We've still got 3 sneak peeks to do for upcoming launches as well in this show. So we've got loads. In fact, we might show you. It's launching tomorrow, isn't it? We'll give you a sneak peek actually right after this. I'm with Debbie Robinson all day tomorrow, I do believe. So I'm with Debbie Robinson and also Craig tomorrow. Visible Image back with us here in the studio as well, all day. So they'll be featuring in all 3 shows, which will be amazing. Then I'm with Debbie all day on Thursday as well. So double Craig, double Debbie. What a week.
If you've not seen yet, I know they're just to your side, but you at home, if you've not seen...
Oh, I've seen them.
...what Mark is bringing tomorrow. Visible Image. Oh... my word.
You love them, don't you? You've been talking about them all week.
Absolutely.
Which one's your favourite?
So buying them. The Bumblebee.
The Bumblebee. Be happy.
Dyes that he's bringing as well.
All
If
gorgeous,
you've not had
aren't
a
they?
chance yet, if you do want a little bit of an earlier sneak peek, go into Visible Images at Facebook. Mark and Helen have done a preview as to the new launches and what they're bringing tomorrow as well. I'm not in tomorrow, but I am coming in to say hi to them because the last time they were here, I was at Hobby Maker, so I didn't get a chance to see them. So I am going to pop in tomorrow and just say hi to both of them.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
You will see me tomorrow. Right, stamping platform. But yeah, these are absolutely gorgeous products and collections that they're bringing tomorrow. For sure. So let's go in now with our disc. So I'm going to pop that into my, I need to do my lines first. I'm going to go in, and then with having these little notches already there, that makes even drawing the lines even easier, because you're just going notch to notch. So let's bring this one in now. And if I pop that in, secure it. And this is where I was saying, Joe, earlier on, you could stamp these ones individually if you wanted to, but it is better if you were to do it all in a winner, because it just knows that you're going to get that more of a even flow to where you're positioning them. So let's do this one. So we're putting the point of the stamp to the centre, and then the little notch of the stamp in line with the pencil line. We're going to do the opposite. There's no specific reason as to why I do top, bottom and then the sides. You just find it easier to kind of do a symmetrical transition. So we can take this next one here, which is super duper, and then we can take the next one here, this one being terrific. So that can go into there, and then once we've got them into place and we're happy with where they want them to be, we can then add our platform. And you've still got this space all the way around, so if you want to add little details of embellishment stamps or little glitter dots or anything like that with your glitter pens, you can do. You don't have to leave it completely blank. But let's use our black, give it a good coverage. And likewise, you could be doing heat embossing if you wanted to with your ink pads. But press that one in. So let's give that another press, any little bits that I missed. Happy with that. There we go, super. Actually, let's intensify that a little bit more. Does no harm by adding another layer of colour. This is where it benefits having a large stamping platform, because you know you're going to get them in the exact same position. So then there we go, that's better. So we've got superb, super duper, the best ever, and terrific. There we are. We can then bring that in, that in. Let's bring in our split pin. Let's bring in our little disc, and then let's bring in our foam pads as well. Let me just rub this one out, and then we can assemble the centre disc, Joe.
Perfect, absolutely amazing. Lots of you still chatting away, a lot of excitement for tomorrow. Pammy says, whoop, whoop, visible image. I can't wait, their new stuff is awesome. It really is awesome. We've got 3 brand new collections for you from Visible Image tomorrow. And we've also got some new dies that go with them. You're going to absolutely love them. Mark always brings us something a little bit different as well, doesn't he, from Visible Image?
They do, yeah.
Back in the studio with us tomorrow.
Right, what I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm going to use the one I've already done, simply because that's not smudge from our ink pad, that's smudge from this eraser that we've got. So I don't want to use that one. So I'm going to bring that one in there, just so that you can see the smudging isn't coming from the ink. Just want to make that clear. So let's bring these ones in, let's bring all these ones in now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my base layer on to start with. And by doing them in a very simple form with a bit of pattern paper, bit of black card, you can make really, really quick reveal wheel cards. You know, you can make them as detailed as you want, but you can also make them really, really quick. So press that one on. And then for this one, what I'm going to do is let's do our wheel first. So I'm going to go in and then going to pop this through. Remember, it doesn't matter with the split pen that you use, it doesn't matter if the brad is at the top or in the centre, because you're not going to see it. Or, sorry, the brad or the split pins are at the top. You're not going to see it. So we can just prise them apart. So then, not tighten it too much, but we've got a little bit of looseness. So we've got our wheel. So then on the back of this one, I will always, for me personally, assemble these 2 components first and then add my foam pads afterwards, just so that I know my foam pads aren't going to get in the way. So if I pop one there, and then one there, and let's pop one there. Key thing is that your foam pads don't block your split pin. So if I take that one off, take that one off. The other thing to note as well, when it comes to your brad, when it comes to the foam pads, make sure that your brad doesn't protrude further out than your foam pad. Otherwise, that's going to then stop the wheel from turning quite freely. So I'm going to pop that one in to here, press that in. So then I've got
Perfect.
my spinner. Bring back this one, and then I'm going to go in with my foam pads. What did I do with them? I just had them. There we go. And then all that I'm going to do is in the corners, I'm going to add my adhesive. So let's go all the way around. If you want to use your foam on a roll, you absolutely can do, and then that's going to secure it on all areas. But even having just a foam pad is more than enough in each corner, so that what we can then do, let's just flatten that a little bit more. That's then going to go into place, and then what we've got is the ability to spin it. So if we take that one off, that one off, that one off, and then last but by no means least that one, and then going to position that, hover over the top before we press to commit, layer it out, and then we've then got our wheel. So it's super duper, terrific. We've got super and the best ever. Is it the best? Yeah, the best ever.
Amazing.
So all that we need to do to finish off, within the stamp set, what you've got is hope your day is, hope your birthday is, and then this is where you've got your sentiment that's going to appear within the reveal. So if I bring in this one, I've already stamped it out onto a piece of our cardstock, and a little die-cut heart, tiny, tiny little die-cut heart. Pop that on. This is then going to add to the top, so I'm going to put that one there. Hope your day is. And then what I've also done is a little bit of gingham red ribbon and glue gel, just to add this one onto the back. I've added a little bit of a gem that I've got. That can go there, and then there we go. So we've got hope your day is super duper, terrific, superb, or the best ever.
Amazing.
See with that one
How
there.
cool is that? And I guess you could put these onto anything, really, couldn't you?
Could.
If you were doing like scrapbook pages, you could add an element of
Absolutely.
this into there. I guess as well, Craig, does the twirly, the inlet have to be on the right side?
No.
Could it be in the corner if you wanted it to?
It could be wherever you want it to do.
Oh, okay.
All that is, it's just a place for you to then pop your finger to spin around. So it could be at the top, it could be further down if you want, it could be further up, top, bottom, left. It's entirely up to you. It's just naturally most people being right-handed, that's where they're then going to start to turn the wheel with their finger. But yeah, if you want it somewhere else, you can do.
Excellent. Right, very simple to put these together. What I think is brilliant about these is you get so many options within here. You get so much in the collection, but it's under £40, under $55, which is great. It's under £32 or $44 if you are, of course, a platinum member. Let me take you through what you've got in here. Loads of different options too. So you've got your sentiment reveal wheel just here. And again, you've got that turny element just there. Then you've got your festive balloon. Don't forget you can use all the different apertures with all of the different sentiment stamps too. So you've got Dreamy Cloud. This one here is your Absolute Star. Then you've got From the Heart, Sweet Delight, and you've also got Speech Bubble there as well, which is fabulous. $39.95 or $54.75, which is great. I love Charlotte telling Jake off and making noise. It's actually Keith.
I know, it wasn't even Jake.
I thought she was like, Jake, keep it down. Jake can't hear. She's having a right go at you in there, Jake.
Honestly, Jake, she really is.
Yeah, she's really giving you a hard time in there, Jake. I don't know why. Calm down, Charlotte. Right. Gatefold. Preview number 1, please. Right. We're going to look at these. I love these. I saw them last week. Debbie Fisher had them at the house and she was looking through them. I just think they are so striking. It launches tomorrow with myself and Debbie, 2 p.m. They are the most amazing set of gatefolds. Now, the great thing about these is that you've got different, they're so customizable when as you put them together. So let me bring this board in for you here. So what you've got is you have got your 2 panels and then your outside edge dies. Now the great thing is when you put them together, you can either have 2 different panels closing together. because of course you're choosing what panel goes inside. 2 of the same panels are then in the different one there as well. And then what you've got are these elements which you can use as a clasp to go in the middle too. So the amount of different things that you can do are amazing. So that's your fancy gatefold. They're all called fancy gatefold. I'm not sure what the individual ones are called, but you've got all the different designs. So you've got 5 different designs within here, but you can see the different ones. So you've got floral meadow, floral swirls, deco vines, lace and scrolls, classic lace, and opulent botanicals. Look at that one. I really love how striking that is, the frame there on that one. And again, this one really cool, this sort of zigzag one. And then you've also got this one here, very, very opulent, that one, isn't it? They are beautiful. I think they look great here on the boards, but when you see the amount of things you can do, because of course you're going to be able to pop things behind these too. So like has happened here, you can see how that looks totally different there when it's been put together. Where you've got some Centura Pearl behind there, some of your mirror card. Maybe you went for some of that great holographic card. You're going to be putting that behind there as well. Is that gone yet, Johnny, that holographic, or is it still hanging in there? There are 4 left to go around on that holographic cardstock from Paper Dienamics if you missed out on that. This will all be launching tomorrow at 2 p.m. with myself and Debbie Robinson. So make sure you come and grab that. Shall we do the second preview as well while we're here? We've also got the embossing folders. These are launching Monday the 2nd of May, which is fantastic. So let me just get these around the way. There we are. Now, these are gorgeous embossing folders, as you can see. But then what you've got is this great banner die that goes on the inside of here. And that will cut out for you. And then it gives you this amazing border as well there as well, which is brilliant. These are launching on Monday the 2nd of May. Corinne will be here presenting, and Michelle will be your expert. So make sure you come and have a little look at that one. So you've got this one here. So it's embossing folders with word stamps and dies. So you can see we've got this one here, Make a Wish. The other great thing as well is that they're all customizable. So all the different words will go with all the different embossing folders if you want them to. So you've got this one here with the lovely trellis there, which says congratulations. You've got this one here with celebrate with the sunflowers in there. Then you've got just a note with that lovely, I love the polka dot that you've got there. And you also then have as well this one here. Now, I'm guessing as well, if you wanted to with these, you could be quite clever with these, couldn't you? Because if not so much with these ones, but these ones here with all in different directions, there's nothing to stop you actually doing that and taking a craft knife and splitting it over, flipping it over and putting it around. So you get all of one if you want to, or you can have them on the split. It's completely up to you. You've also got all of the different sentiments that are all interchangeable. 3rd of May, those ones are launching. So 2nd of May? Yeah, not the 27th of April as it says just there. 2nd of May is when you'll be able to come and grab those. That's Monday, this coming Monday, which is excellent. So make sure you come and grab those. Are the embossing folders 6x6? Yes, they are 6x6. Pam E. Mary, excited for the launch as well, as Pam, and Laurie is too. Paul's got a question for you, Craig. Should the foam pads on the topper sheet be thicker than the ones used on the inside circle?
So make sure either that they're exactly the same depth, or if they are going to be different, your inner circle, your small inner circle foam pads have to be slightly thinner.
Amazing. I hope that helps there.
Can I just say as well, if here in the UK you want those embossing folders a little bit earlier, I'm on Hobby Maker on Saturday with them.
Which ones?
The folders you've just showed.
Oh, Craig. Sneaky, sneaky. Right. I want to just take you through these ones just here. So let's go back and have another look at those shape shakers. I'm not sure we've been using decent adhesive on the stamps to keep them on, but every single board they keep coming off, don't they?
Yeah.
So let me take you back through the shapes that you've got. Everything you need in here to create the shaker elements, and you've got all the little bits which creates your confettis there in the centre too. So you've got your flower. You also have the jar, which can be a drink, or it could be a jar of sweeties if you wanted it to be. This one here as well.
Could be a jar of hearts.
Could
be a jar of hearts.
Could be a jar of hearts, you want it to be. This one's your perfume bottle, and then you've also got the schmetterlings here which is your butterflies, which is rather fabulous. So make sure you are grabbing those. Let's just do the sequin dies again, because these are really cool. I'm very, very busy on these at the moment. These are all going really, really quickly. So you can do the heart, the star, and the circle-shaped sequins. A really great way to use up any scraps of cardstock that you might have, 15, 19 or 22, 36, if you want to get your hands on those ones right there. But we're going to go back to Craig for more shaker card, shaker card. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Butterfly shaker.
It's been a long day, Craig.
Let's do a butterfly shaker, and then let's actually use the dies to create an actual butterfly concept card shaker. So what we're going to do, what I've already done to start with, using our multi-purpose cardstock, I've taken the main outline die of the butterfly, and I have die cut that one 3 times in our multi-purpose cardstock. So run that through our Gemini 3 times. What I'm then going to do is I'm taking some of this pink textured cardstock, and I thought it's easier once again to use our double-sided adhesive sheets for what I'm away to do. So I'm going to then sandwich my cardstock onto my adhesive sheet, and then what I'm going to do is use that butterfly once again, so the outline of the butterfly. We can then also come along with the inner aperture elements. So then this is where the feature of the shaker is going to come into play. So press that in, and then let's take that one, and let's take that one. And the way that these have been designed, yes, you can be using these as normal dies, you know, just outline dies or really big create a card dies if you want to, but it's to do with the depth, the width of all of the areas surrounding. So that's what's really good for your foam on a roll if you're going to be using them as a shaker card. But let's get that kind of central as we can. And then we can then tape that one in. Because I've got my adhesive sheet underneath, what I am going to do is I'm going to include my metal shim. I always tend to add my metal shim if I've got an additional layer underneath, for instance, adhesive sheets or your foam pad sheet, something like that. We tend to put that layer on, just so that you know you're going to cut right through not only the card, but you've got that layer of adhesive and you've got that layer of non-stick backing as well. So this is just ensuring it gives you a nice clean cut. So then what we can do is then if we take these bits out, and then we're going to come along, we're going to take some acetate. So let's just take that one out because I actually need this die once again. So take that, I'll sort all that later, sort that later. We're going to go back into a piece of acetate. Now for your shakers, there is a piece of acetate there, we can just see. Your shaker cards, you don't necessarily have to use big, thick construction acetate. You can be using your thinner acetate or packaging, or it could even be your heat-proof acetate. Let me just make sure that my butterfly is fully covering the acetate there. And once again, to enable it to actually cut, I'm going to add my metal shim. Let's press all that down, compact it, and run it through. So feeding that one up. So that's then going to give us that perfect shape for a butterfly. You could do sometimes what I do, and that's actually just stick the butterfly onto your acetate and then just trim around it, because they're quite easy to trim. But if you don't like to do that, then you can just do it this way. So let's take all these bits out. Let's take my actual butterfly out as well. And then now that we've got our perfect, there we go, you can see the glare just coming off there. I've got our butterfly acetate. I'm going to come around, and then I'm going to peel the backing off, and that just means I've got edge to edge adhesive. I can then go in, and then I can match up my acetate. So this is where you would tend to use your red liner tape, which you can still do, but it's also a little bit easier sometimes to go in with your double-sided adhesive sheets. And then there we go, we've got our butterfly with our acetate onto the back. So that's that one. And then before we move on to the next bit, what we can do is we can take our foam on a roll, and then we can just work our way around. And what's fun with these ones, Joe, is you can start to block off sections if you want. So the whole butterfly can be a shaker of whatever shaker elements you want. But what you could do is you can have one side of the wing that's one colour, and then you can have the other side of the wing that's another colour. Or one could be paper sequins, the other one could be actual sequins. So you've got a lot of scope where it comes to what you're going to put in and how you're going to change it. So I'm going to come into there, I'm going to snip that. I find it easier to kind of snip it off, end it, start again by ensuring we're pressed right up, and then I'm following all the way around, all the way in. And when you do this, you will find that the backing of your foam on a roll, the tape, the backing tape, it will start to tear, but don't worry, your actual foam itself, that's not torn. That's going to be still intact. It's just the backing, because you're working it around corners, you're working it around a way it naturally doesn't want to go. So carry on, just making sure where we've got any connection parts, there's no little gaps, and then we can come along, meet that up. And then what I'm going to do, just to bulk it out slightly at the top, I'm going to add another piece here. So this is just going to even it out. And I'm going to put another bit here. And then what we can start to do is create our easel using the die cut pieces we've already done.
Amazing. Really great value again on these. $44.95 to get all 4 sets, which is excellent. A lot of you going for those sequin dies as well at the moment, so lots of different things you can do with these. And also these can be used, Craig, can't they, as well for non-shaker cards as well?
There's
a lot of quite cool little card concepts that can be made using them too.
Absolutely, yeah. Anything like that you can be doing it. Because these ones are solid dies as well. Think of your fabric, acrylic, all of these different forms as well. No problem at all. So what I need to do with one of these ones is to create our shaker. What I'm going to do is pop that up to the left-hand side and then roughly find the halfway point. So it's roughly at the top of the actual wings there. It's about 3.5. So let's go. So 1.5, 1 3/4. And then I'm going to come along at 3 inches and score all the way, all the way, all the way down. So I've gone in at 1 3/4 scored and gone in at 3 inches and scored. This is where the form of the easel is going to come into place. So do a mountain in the middle and then valley for the tails and just the top of the is it antennas? Antennas?
Are they antenna? We worked out what they were, didn't we, last week, and now I can't remember. Are they antenna? I don't know. Antennas, they are indeed, Craig. You were right. I don't know why we questioned you.
Oh, don't blame you for questioning me. I'd question myself as well. So all I've done is I've popped my tacky glue onto the top folds. Press that one in. So anything like this, you could be using your red liner tape, but when you've got construction, I tend to lean more to the tacky glue. That just means it's going to dry into the fibres of the cardstock. And then we can do the same on this bottom piece here. So only on this bottom piece, we're going to come along and we're going to then go in, add our glue. We can take our third and final piece, and that one can sit direct over the top. So what we've actually done is layered 3 butterflies on top of each other. But we've done them in specific ways so that you can then create your easel. So there's that one there. So I can set that one to the side now that we've created our butterfly easel that we can see from up above. Set that to the side. I'm going to go in with one of my pattern papers from one of our previous year of craft paper pads. We can then take the butterfly, solid butterfly again, pop that one on. We can run this one through. I've got another piece of pattern paper that I've already cut from one of the solid butterflies, and I'm going to pop this one onto the top first of all, and you'll notice how we are decorating the easel with our pattern paper. So what I would tend to do, pattern paper are too light to create a concept card, an easel card. So what I would always recommend, that certainly that I do anyway, is I will construct my card, my base, with our our multi-purpose cardstock, and then I decorate it afterwards using our pattern paper. Just makes it strong, it makes it sturdy. So work our way in. We can then pop that one right over the top. This is also from one of the 8x8 pads. So if we hold that one in, and then I need to do the same for the base, but what I need to do is I need to do just a little bit of snipping here, because as we can see, if I go and pop that one in, where we've got our folds of our butterfly wings, you can see it's stopping it from forming. So you can either do a pencil line or use your craft knife. I'm just judging this by eye simply because of time. If I just judge it and making sure that it's all even. There we go, that'll be fine. Do the same again, add our glue, layer it up. It's a nice way to create a really, really dimensional card, but still keeping that easel form, or still keeping that shaker form even. So it's not something that you always think you'd be able to do. So we've got our pretty base that we can see here. We can then just form it back, press it all in, and then what I've already done is just using some glitter card that I've got. I've gone in using the sequence dies, and then I've got a couple of butterflies that I've already cut into a little bit of yellow texture card. I want to keep that separate, so I'm actually going to use them as an embellishment. So if I take them ones out, I knew I should have actually kept them separate in the meantime. So let's just take them out. I think I've got about 4 of them, 3 or 4. So bring my easel back in. I want to try and flatten it out to make it easier, and then I'm just going to pop it on. If you're using a cardstock or that where it's got white on the back and you don't want to see the white, what I would do beforehand is take your cardstock and then just colour it with one of your ink pads or your chisel pens or something like that, just so that you're not left with the white layer.
Yeah, Debbie Fisher did something with, you know, the metallic, metallic markers that we've got.
Yeah.
They're not the metallic markers, the other ones, can't remember. One of the newer, what am I thinking of? It will come to me. Any of your shiny pens, basically.
Absolutely.
She just coloured the backside of her mirror card.
Yeah.
And it just didn't. It just made it sort of all time.
Well, that's it. Because you can spend your bit of time and flip them around, because once you've sandwiched your layers on, they're not going to be able to jump back around. But as much as I've got a lot of patience, I don't have patience to sit and turn them all the right way round. So I would then come along with my pen or ink pad or something, just ink. Alternatively, use a double-sided. You can be doing that. And then what we're going to do is, let's peel the backing off. We are still getting through our older stock of our foam on a roll, whereas the new one that we've got, which came out incidentally with these shakers, they've got much more easier release backing. So I'm just trying to take these bits off without taking a layer of the adhesive off. So let's peel all of these, work our way around, and then this is giving you that edge to edge adhesive, but what it's doing is it's going to hold in all of these bits we've just cut, we've just popped into place. So let's take all of these bits off here. And this is where, if you put another piece of foam down the centre there, you can then separate whatever shaker colours you're using. Make it multicoloured if you want. Let's get a hold of this one. Let's take, have we got it? There we go, there's that one. And then last, but by no means least, let's take the corner off. So on that one, I just need to get a hold of that corner. Gently peel. There we go. That's that one. And then go back, and then just going to press that out just a little bit more. Press that in, and then position it into place, level it up, and then once you're happy, press it to secure it. And then what we've got, oh, have we got a little hole?
Oh, we've got a leak.
Well, I've not taken the backing off that one, that's why. Right, let me do it just after
We get
the
this, we
show,
get the gist.
so we can get the gist. I'm not going to spend time trying to faff about. I just won't shake it.
Just hold it when you shake it. Just
Yeah,
pinch
yes.
it. Pinch the end when you shake it.
Pinch the end. Pinch the end. So, let's go in. Add in. Backing off. Take these ones. Adding a bit of lift because this is what's going to create the stopper of our easel. And then move that one up. So if we take, position that round about there, so that can be our stopper. And then if I go back in with my tacky glue once again, and let's put a little bit of tacky glue there, 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 and then I'm also going to pop one there. Take these little butterflies, I'm just going to shape it slightly, pop that one here into place, and then what we can do is these ones too. Press one there, and then one there.
How gorgeous.
There we go. Just form them.
What an adorable easel card, says Brenda. It really is. Paddington says, Craig didn't look impressed with you there, Joe. Every time we hear Shaker card, we sing. He's over the songs at the moment, aren't you, Craig? He's refusing to do foam on a roll.
Oh, I've refused
We're not
to do
doing
foam on
Shaker
a roll
card.
for weeks
We're not
and
doing any
weeks.
of them.
Yeah, I have refused to do foam on a roll for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Right, let me grab Keith's Wiener card. And demo of the show then, Craig. Do you want I'll show you this one first. We'll make this number 1. Are you looking at my Wiener? Which is that one just there. And then Craig's are...
So we've got this one, we've got this one, and we've got, oh, my bow's falling off. There we go. There we are, there we go. Pop that one on.
So number 2 is that one there?
Number 2, this one here, number 2, number 3, number 4, and then number 5.
Amazing. Get your votes in. You've only got a couple of minutes to vote because then we've got to do a card of the day as well. Let me share again then with you what you're going to get included in here. You're getting 4 different designs. So you're getting the flower, you will also get the jar, the perfume bottle, and you've got the butterfly there as well. You're going to get all 4 of those. Remember also, we've then got the sequins available for you as well. So you can go for these. These are brilliant. You guys have loved these since we launched them. They're a really great way to use up any kind of scraps that you may have. At $18.99, $27.95 gets you all 3 sets of those. So don't miss out on them. Right, we're going to give you another preview actually. Craig, the packaging is so fancy on these. Have you seen them? They are the Spectrum Noir Gilding Flakes. Amazing. Here they are. They launch the 3rd of May, a launch party. That'll be with me and someone else.
These are the
Aren't they?
most glorious Gilding flakes. Absolutely
Look at the wobble on those.
Absolutely beautiful. What we are absolutely beyond excited about is if you were to do your own little bit of research, you will know how extremely hard it is to have coloured Gilding flakes.
Right.
It is so hard. That's why you don't actually see many out there on the market. But with us, with Spectrum Noir, we have got all of these absolutely glorious colours as well.
Yeah, there's
the things
loads.
you can do with them are absolutely beautiful. I absolutely adore them. Not just these that are launching, we have some special adhesives
Yes.
that are going to be launching
Absolutely.
in conjunction with them as well. What I would recommend when you do get your hands on these ones, go to the supermarket and get those really small Tupperware, inexpensive pound containers, because with Gilding flakes it expands. There's no way you're going to get them back into the container. So make it easy for yourself. Invest in some of these inexpensive Tupperware lid containers and you'll be good to go when they arrive.
Yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. And there's loads of colours in there. So 4 different collections for you. Check out all the colours there. So you've got you've got, hang on, this is confusing me. So you've got there's a load of colours, isn't there? They're arranged into 4 different collections, as you can see here. So you've got the Carnival, the Patina, the Blush, and the Cosmic there, and they are all the different colours that they offer you, which is brilliant. Now, you have also got, as Craig said, this, which is accessory kit to go with it. So you've got liquid glue, you've got the dry ink pad and the black sponge. 3 of the sponges, one of them from here. Dry ink pad, it's not a term I've heard before.
Ooh, and it's an amazing little tool. So that liquid glue, that's not a tacky glue. It's a sticky glue, which means it will not dry until you put something on top. So what you're going to do is you're going to put that liquid glue onto that dry sponge pad. You're going to then stamp up your stamped images, stamp it onto your cardstock. That outline will then stay sticky until you put something on it, such as the Gilding flakes. It is such an incredible adhesive. You've heard me talking about it in the past, how much I've wanted to get it on the show for when we've done Hunky Dory's Gilding flakes. Now we've got our own. That little scourer sponge thing that you see me using as well, that you want that same one that I use, it's in the set. There's actually 3 of them in the set because you only need small one.
Yeah, you get
So
3 of them in there. It's really good value, isn't it?
Absolutely. So you've got that one in as well.
And remember, you're getting all of those different colours, which is glorious. They really do catch the light well. I'm really, really looking forward to launching those then. On Tuesday, myself and Debbie Robinson will be here with those. Make sure you come and join us for that. I save butter tubs and ice cream tubs for my Gilding flakes.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Really great way
Just
of-
make sure that it's properly washed out and there's not any oily excess.
Oh,
in
you
the
don't want-
actual
you don't want
container.
Gilding
want
flakes. You don't want
that.
buttery Gilding flakes.
You don't
or
want that at all,
flaky
no.
butter. Not
But
really
yes.
good way to go
You can't do anything
whatsoever.
like that container-wise.
Sorry?
Absolutely. Anything like
Yeah,
that container-wise,
anything you
yes.
can, use. Put in a reminder in my phone. I must have these. What says Pammy? What lovely colours? Said Nee. For Holiday says I love any. Shake a card. Shake a
There
card.
we
There
go.
you go. Demo of the show is demo number 2. So it's the first of your demos, Craig.
First one.
Should we do demo of the day as well?
Let's do that
Let
one.
me share them with you then. So you can go for number 1, which was Keith's from Wake Up Call. Number 2, which was Keith's from the Masterclass. Or number 3, Craig's from this particular show. So 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. It's up to you. Get your votes in. You've only got a couple of minutes to vote. So I vote because we are fast running out of time on this launch party show. We've got to get home. It's got a fabulous, exciting day coming up tomorrow again. Let me take you through the vellum pad, then exactly what you're getting in here. Really great selection of vellums. 24 sheets in here. Block colours, but then with all of this, gorgeous foiling detail on there. It's a really thick foiling as well. It's really good, heavy quality. You've got gold and silver foiling on these as well, so you've got options when it comes to using them, and really nice neutral colours on these vellums, so you know that they're going to work really, really well with lots of different elements and different colours that you might want to use them with in your stash, which is fantastic. So make sure you are snapping that one up. Right, we are going back, way back. We're going back to Cindy. Oh gosh, she's heavy. So much stuff in here. You really can get these jam-packed. Should we empty, Cindy? Should we see what's really in there? What's wrong, Charlotte? I don't know. I thought Charlotte. I thought you were in pain there for a moment, Charlotte. I don't know what happened. Right. I didn't say I was going to put it back, did I? I just want to share with you all the stuff that you can get in Cindy. So, 2 packs of stamping card. Brand new pockets on the outside of here as well. So this is what we're going to empty out first. So you've got 3, 4 adhesives in here. Then we're going to go into the middle. So paper pads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paper pads in there. Gosh, that's a lot of stuff, isn't it? Then a guillotine. A guillotine. Some buddy bags. in there as well. Stamp storage. And 3 sheets of cardstock. Now look at all of that was in there. And do you know what? I think there's even more room in there. You could get even more stuff than that in this tote. Remember with this one as well, so you got the new, so you got the side pockets on the outside, they're new, but also what you've got as well is the zip lid on the top of there, which means that you can seal that up as well. It was number 3, Craig. Number 3, which was
Mine? Was it?
yours. It was Craig's,
Oh.
wasn't it? I don't know what I've done with it.
Probably squashed under all that
It's
stuff.
probably under here somewhere, isn't it? It's under that pile of stuff, I know it. Yeah, so brilliant. The great thing is as well, with the extra pockets on the side, it just means you're utilising even more space on the tote now. You can still, of course, fill it completely full of buddy bags if you want to, but you've got more options now when it comes to using this. I've got to remember how these all went back in here. Let's pop the, oh, I've just moved the counter. The 12 by 12s in there. Then we had those there, didn't we? What was here? Ah, these cardstocks were there.
Who packed it?
I don't know. I wouldn't want them to pack my shopping though, ever did it? That one goes in there. Then it was the guillotine, I think. That can go there. Then the buddy bags, maybe? Maybe the buddy bags were there. In that goes. Then we had the adhesive, the aerosols in there. You could get so much more in there as well. I mean, there's still loads and loads of room in there for lots and lots of other stuff. But it just gives you some idea of the amount that you can get in here. Absolutely loads. I love the fact that you've now got that zip lid as well on the top of there, which is excellent. So you're going to be able to zip that all closed, which just makes it even easier. Just especially you're out and about, maybe you've got it in the back of the car, you want to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. Then you're also getting, of course,
Oh no.
Oh no,
no.
You're going to get the craft and carry workstation.
You get them
in there.
both?
You get them both. Getting both of those in there. What a great way to get organised. Yes, do grab both of those. 41.23, 48.70. When are you back then, Craig? So you're on Hobby Maker?
Yes.
Excellent. Friday and Saturday?
I am.
Friday and
indeed.
Saturday?
Yes, that's
Excellent.
correct. Yes, Hobby Maker, Friday and Saturday afternoon, and then I'm going to be back here again next week as well. But I'm going, of course, be across on my social. Going to be doing a couple of things, a couple of ideas for the Jubilee that I'm going to be posting on my Facebook. So keep an eye on that, Craig Laird CC. But yeah, until then, I'll see you here next week. But I'll see you on Hobby Maker Friday and Saturday.
Oh, that'll be amazing. Make sure you come and join Craig for that. I'll be back here all day tomorrow with you as well. Back, of course, for 11 a.m. wake up call, myself and Debbie, and we'll have Visible Image with us all day. We've got a launch in the afternoon at 2 p.m, 9 a.m, and then, of course, Creative Cravings will be here. 6 p.m, 1 p.m. tomorrow evening as well. So if you're here in the UK, have a good evening. If you're across the pond, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you back here for another full day tomorrow. Big thanks to Craig. Big thanks to the team in the gallery. Big thanks to the team backstage. And biggest thanks to all of you. See you tomorrow. Bye.